All hail Liberia, hail. All hail Liberia, hail. This glorious land of liberty shall long be ours. Though new her name, green be her fame, and mighty be her powers. Though new her name, green be her fame, and mighty be her powers, and mighty be her powers, and mighty be her powers. In joy and gladness, with our hearts united, we shout the freedom of our rest benighted. Long live Liberia, happy land, a home of glorious liberty by God's command, a home of glorious liberty by God's command.
Ibadiando mano la pendale, de lo kumbanda yonga balante, la yemiante, benda bele, la mission mula la pia, imone bia, mi chando muyako, yongo no mi bechanleya, mi besinleya, mi bebe la buneleya, me nyalo koto ya kone, nyalo toya, nyalo toke, nyalo toya,
Osisanele komanum kenyape ndono nyale enya changanum da
anniversaire ndoti yape mariage tiape
Opendi Johnny temu Johnny nile
La mala bingo, la mala ganu nyale bingo, mi chano mi chenya bingo. La mala bingo, la mala ganu nyale bingo, mi chano mi chenya bingo ya. Dono nyale lo abanale, ila la banale ye banale, ana pekolu nyale, ana pekolu nyale. Dono nyale lo abanale, ila la banale ye banale, ana pekolu nyale, ana pekolu nyale. Yalo, la super yalo, sulakata yalo, Christophe yalo.
All right, folks, welcome to the Saturday edition, day 4 of election results. Welcome here at Talk TV Media Network. My name is Sam Dadu, along with my colleagues, all of you who are watching us, whatever medium you are watching us from, welcome to the show. You are part of this family, and so we take delight in welcoming you. Tonight, we will be discussing day 4. Tonight, at this particular hour, is a special relay, Kissy relay, in Lofa County, to be more specific for you. So what we intend to do is a 2-show tonight. After we are done tearing all the numbers apart, then we will go in closing into Kissy. To all of you, to our Kissy people. But we urge you to get glued to the numbers, to your TVs, your radios, your cell phones, because we are here to break it down in its most simplest form for you. Who is leading? It doesn't matter right now what you see. The numbers are playing, right? Who is leading the presidential race? Because that is the most important thing that matters to me, even though the other ones matters. The senatorial, the representatives, because these are the decision makers that drives the engine. If they don't agree, if they don't come along, if you don't have the majority, it makes it very, very difficult to run, pass laws, to run your government effectively the way you want to run it, right? We understand that. But my number one concern, to be very, very honest, is the presidential. So I have my colleagues that will be joining me. Welcome to the show, my brother. How you doing over there in Foya?
Thank Jehovah, and I hope you can get me well. Clear,
Yes,
right?
I'm getting you loud and clear.
All right. Thank you so much. I bless God for life. We are moving gradually, and of course, Foya is very kind for now.
Good. What news in Foya?
For now, just the trending information here is just the election matters, because a few days ago we had an election, and of course everybody's business is now to sit by their radios, getting on social media to get the factual information from the National Election Commission's office. So for the information, the information in FOIA here is everybody is just, waiting on the National Election Commission's office. Yeah, FOIA is just very quiet for now. No bad news.
Yes, very curious to find out what the votes will turn out like in Foya, especially that is the base for Joseph Numa Boakai. Now that everyone is voting him in, all the other tribes, all the other counties are trying to push him up to the presidency. We are very much concerned as well as to how he does well in his hometown of Foya. It's very curious to know. But welcome to the show, my brother. Kofi, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing better. I'm fired up because the numbers are moving up. They're moving in the direction in which we expect the numbers to move. So what do I? Liberia is about to have a first Kissy president. And most of all,
Sure.
County, the first from Lofa County, the first from, the tripartite states of Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Guinea. So what else can I say? But George, I see you in a backdrop. You trying to come up, but the same old thing as always with your phone. That's what's going on. But before I go to you, Kofi, I want to get more information from this guy. We are being relayed right now, through Radio Tamateka. People in villages and towns are listening to us right now as we speak. So we've heard that from the numbers we've seen so far, Honorable Thomas Fala is in the lead over there.
Yeah, that is true. According to the preliminary results we are getting from the National Election Commission, basically every day, Honorable Thomas Panga Fala is in the lead. There is one thing I know: the population in Foya, those numbers he's getting from the electoral process, those that voted for him, we understood well that he took people from, these few days, just about just carrying people, those that came from Monrovia, and of course, and cast their vote here, just carrying them in Monrovia back 3 days ago, just carrying them back,
But there
taking the
were,
Sierra Leone way.
but there were about 6 or 7 candidates, I think, that were running, vying for that position.
Seven candidates, seven candidates,
That
yes.
were vying for that position. And, people who live in Monrovia went back to register as well for those people, for their relatives to be able to vote back in Liberia. A lot of people did that, though. Have you guys taken that into consideration, that could be one of the reasons, too?
Yeah, that's a great reason.
Okay. Right now, from what I'm looking at, Honorable Thomas Fala Foya, to be more specific, district number 1.
Number one, yeah, the county
is leading with 12,674 votes, which is 49.35%. These are votes that have been tallied in, brought to the National Election Commission, and announced. So these are valid votes. So right now, he's sitting on top of the table with 12,674 votes so far. Let me bring you in, Kofi. What's your take so far about FOIA before we get on the national scene, on the national level?
No, thank you so much. I think it was, the FOIA issue is also interesting. If I were just on the phone with Samuel and we're talking about this, I think the trend, I've always been curious about the Thomas Fala effect in FOIA.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that, at the representative level, that, he had a strong chance. I think I was also concerned, I was also finding interesting about the number of votes that CDC got in that region also.
Right.
And I was telling Samuel that this is something that we need to look further into and even talk about it even after these elections, like what's happening in FOIA. I mean, Lofa County, I think in general is also really interesting because this, with most counties, this is an opportunity for you to produce the president, something that comes once in the generation.
Mm-hmm.
So you will find people, my background, I have some background from the Southeast. So many of my cousins, they're supportive of George Weah. And they're supporting George Weah not because George Weah is the best president. No, they will tell you that he's not the best president. But it'll be like, yeah, but he's from our region. And that's the mentality you see with people in other parts of Liberia. And you also find out with Nima. In fact, JMB is going to get the highest votes from Nima County because Nima seems to be consolidated in some ways. I know there's some other division there, but they seem to be consolidated in a way, that is much more different from Lofa. And
he is going to get a lot of vote from Nimba and even Lofa as well.
Yeah, that's true. No, I'm talking about we're talking about the struggle. We know GMB is going to win Lofa. We know that margin is going to be like a huge margin, like almost 2.5 to 1 or something like that. I think just those differences we are seeing in places like FOIA. For example, if you compare FOIA with somewhere like Zozo or Salala, CDC got fewer votes in those areas versus FOIA and Kolahom, comparatively.
Okay, so but when you look at I need to get into that data so much, especially with the two rivals in FOIA district, Honorable Sakila Nyamale and that of Thomas Fala. Very much interested in getting to see Honorable Sakila Nyamale's numbers, what they transcend into, and then later on we'll be discussing the advantages and the disadvantages in FOIA, that led to Thomas winning. Because I was very skeptical with the violence and the chaos that took place leading to the time of election, that was going to transcend, be a negative for Thomas Fala. But it's not, definitely, it's not playing out, from that perspective. That was my opinion then, but numbers don't lie. We'll get into the numbers. But let's go on the national scene. Well, before I go there, you over there relaying with us, Thomas. If you need to jump in, anything that you want to say, it's okay. Just jump in, okay?
Yeah, on the national level, I just want to encourage our members. I just want to encourage our citizens of this republic to be patient, maintain peace and stability, and wait until the National Election Commission can bring the final report or final result so that you can do whatsoever you plan of doing. For now, they should be patient, sit by your radios, get on social media, and they should relax their mind and wait for the National Election Commission to pronounce the final result.
Definitely so. Definitely so. Restraint right now, I know it's very hard for everyone. Restraint. And for me, my own frustration for the past 2-3 days, I have been on the back of the National Elections Commission chair lady, Mrs. Deviator Brown Lansena, that she is slowing the efforts down, and people are excited. Can you imagine, Kofi? Nigeria with 150 million plus people have elections, and in less than a week, in 2, 3, 4 days, they have the results. The same thing goes with Sierra Leone. The same thing happens with Ivory Coast, and these people have more population than Liberia. And the lady is sitting down and slowing the vote tallying, releasing the results as in, counting miles, this and that, blah, 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 this and that. Let the stuff out, because all the poll watchers from all those polling stations have tallied all their results, and they forwarded those results to all their heads, party heads. They have the results, right? And the same results the National Election Commission has. So why are they wasting time? They're trying to make it look like it's a big deal, like something. What's going on? Because delays are dangerous. I tell people, delays are dangerous. The more they delay, something else is happening behind the scene. Something else will spark up behind the scene, because, believe me, CDC is not ready to go down. They're not. Even though they know that all numbers, with all odds, the numbers are against them. But they are not prepared to go down. They are not prepared to relinquish power. Power sweet, eh? Power sweet, oh. To turn over power, and now is a power sweet. But let's get into the numbers. Today's report from the National Election Commission. Today, so far, on the national level, Kofi, we have about 49.8% votes that have come in. The entire country, 49.8%, which is 2,933 polling stations out of 5,890 polling stations. So that is what we have right now. And on the overall nationally, President George Weah is sitting on top of the lead board with 415,895, which is translated into 44.58%. Followed by UP Ambassador Joseph Newman Boakai with 402,137,000 votes, 43.1%. What does that tell you? That Joseph Newman Boakai is not far. It's just behind there, right? In range. What's your take on those numbers?
So I think for someone like me, I will have a different take on the numbers, because I tend to understand the numbers differently than the ordinary person would do.
Right.
And I think coming back to, but just to take a step back, like the concern you raised about NEC, right? These numbers have been trickling. This election, we're running election in the 21st century, like we're running election in 1985. We're using the same thing. We have mobile phones, we have technology that can get those things, fax machine or email that can send those things quickly. And just one guy sitting in the room can tabulate. I've been looking at the numbers. Trying to get the numbers from NEC website has been the problem. Like even today, I was trying to get the number. In fact, I wanted to create a really good chat to really explain the differences in those numbers so that people can look at. I think I sent you some information about projections, and I really wanted to show people the differences and all of those things. I think this whole idea around like what this election is going to be ruined in the one round or on the 2 rounds, which party has the best chance of winning it in the first round? Where is that path for that party? All of those things I wanted us to talk about it, and I wanted to back them up with numbers. But unfortunately, the NEC website is completely down. I mean, the traffic is so heavy. I don't know. I was thinking about it. I was like, I don't know. Maybe they need to do some. Maybe they got a smaller server space or something like that.
Yeah, they should have a smaller server. But this is the point. This is the point. an entity that represents an entire country.
Yep.
They have the money. It is not because of the workforce, the technical know-how. There are technicians, computer savvy that are very good at this. They have them.
Yeah.
But they don't want to spend the money.
Yeah.
To upgrade these equipments, these kind of facilities. This in real time. This could be a record setter for Liberia because the world is watching. The international community is watching. And the best thing we could do as a nation is let's make it happen so we can be that leader in a committee of nations again so other people, nations will follow. Because there's this mindset about African governments running elections primitively, right? So Liberia could be that nation where we could set that example. But just like you said, we're going back in the 21st century as though we're in 1980 days or 1970 days counting of votes and stuff with cell phone, flat screens and laptops and tablets everywhere around internet service. It's available. It's just very frustrating.
And just to add, like you were saying, I think this also increases the anxiety in the country because, you know, a lot of people are curious about the result of these elections. Now we live in a time where misinformation, disinformation is so prevalent.
Mm-hmm.
Anything can be shared on social media. Now, I even saw the report where the EU is saying people do not listen to this report. This report is not authentic. These results are not authentic because of the delay by the National Election Commission. In fact, even if they were faster in releasing numbers for certain things, we will be able to sit. I will sit here on the show, be able to tell you to be like, hey, okay, this is where the election is going because people who play with data, we just need certain information. A little bit of information, we'll be able to draw info from it. But for us, we are still struggling. So think about the ordinary people. The ordinary people keep saying this.
And I have your data up here. I just uploaded it.
Okay.
Let me that way talk to us about it. You want to talk to us about that, or you want to be able to talk to us about this?
Yeah. So I thought I should start with this first. So basically, so you see the map there. That map is from 2017,
right?
And that map is from 20. So you look at that map. George, we have won 11 out of the 15 counties in Liberia. So the only 4 counties. Joseph Boakai won.
Yeah, that's a big blow. He was good.
And then Bronski won one, and then Prince Johnson won another one. But yet and still, he was not able to win the presidency. So to win in one round is not easy. It also comes down to the counties. And the reason I try to show this map is because the landscape has changed significantly, and these counties are going to play. So the candidate winning some of these counties will really increase their chances of winning. Now, looking at this map and then going back to the projection. So from these projections we see, and some of these projections we made them just basically the way we look at them. We went into we used some NEC data, we used other data from the ground. We went into them and just look at the data that like historical data and look at everything, and we can conclude that for example, like Grand G, we can conclude that that's going for Joseph Boakai versus even Bomi. We can even conclude that because we're seeing the patterns. We'll look at the different districts. We're not just looking at the overall number, but we're going in there looking at the district. Which districts still have votes left? We look at areas that are dominated by George Weah. Maybe if George Weah is having more votes from here, maybe he has a 20 percentage point lead in the vote. How many of those votes have been tallied? Okay, maybe 80 to 90%. Okay, then there's not. I
want us, Kofi, to go a little bit back to, let's take it step by step and break it down to our listeners. Someone that Omar, that Papi that's sitting now in it. Because for now, you're speaking too much people over there. Me, I come and speak simple English. I'll break it down for our people. Because that is what the Election Commission chairman is not doing. Breaking it down and attaching the polling station numbers and all of that. None of that is even on the website. When they tell you, say, go on the website. You go on the website to open the website at war. Right? All of that. So let's look at, you said, let's go to Grand G there, right? 63K votes already in, plus 63, let me see.
So 63,000 is the total number of votes allocated for the county. So let me just say, so 63,000 is the total number of votes allocated for that county. But now with the with the results, the initial result, we see
And that initial result so far reported as of today is 53.99%, which is 88 polling stations out of 163 polling places.
Yeah, and we see that George Weah is leading consistently. He's still maintaining this 68-point margin between him and Boakai, which is second place. So when you see the plus there, it's just like the margin in the percentage. So when we look at this, when you see this kind of percentage and you see the consistency of them, it's easier for you to say, look, this county is going to this person. And I put this just
so let me hold you there. So what are you saying to our layman over there? The Oma and Pape, our pa, our ma. For Grand G there, that Grand G there we're looking at.
Yeah.
For Grand G there, the number then we're looking at. Now, why you're saying all to school for? Right now,
the number that we're looking at.
Yeah, the number that we're looking at, George Weah is in a lead. George Weah leading Grand G there. And we think George Weah is going to win Grand G there.
Yeah, because
in Grand G there, they have 163 polling places. But out of that 163 polling places, there are only 88 polling places that have been counted so far. And so George Weah is in the lead. And so we think George Weah is going to win Grand G there on the Southeast.
Yes.
My man, explain the thing, good.
You're doing it right. I want to follow your lead. And the reason why we say so, even though we know all the results not counting here, but what we're seeing there, the way we're open leading in that region is so high that we don't think Omen Boakai will make it with him.
Yeah, because right now, Omen Boakai, George Weah get 18,864 votes, and Omen Boakai get 2,439 votes right now.
Yeah.
So that's a big margin right there.
Yeah, that's a big margin. So we want to, and yeah. But the thing I'm saying, the point I was making, wanted to make with this graph, I want to really focus in the middle part because these graphs. The reason I put the two sides there, the blue and the green counties, is to show that these counties we shouldn't be talking too much about them because they are gone already. They're not going to.
The counties gone.
Yeah.
But what I want us to do is to look at all the counties that are gone for George Weah.
Okay.
That we think gone for George Weah, and all the counties that are going for JMB. And see, right now, all the results are coming and putting George Weah ahead, right? I want to see how Omen Boakai votes will come and eat and swallow all of George Weah votes. And you know, my man, so a lot of people will enjoy me tonight. So let's get back. Let's get back on the board here.
Yeah, so let's get back on the board because when I talk about the one in the middle, it will be really interesting because the one in the middle is the one that is most interesting.
The one that in yellow.
Yeah, the one that in because that one that in yellow that you see there in yellow, that is about 60% of the votes that stay out. 60%. That's about 1.5 million votes right there.
But before we go to the one in yellow, my man, you teacher, but you want to go fast. Me, I enjoying you. I want to take it easy, bele.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I want us to do that thing. Let's go to Grand Cru. We finish with Grand G there, right?
Yeah.
We get Grand G there to George Weah.
Yeah.
Let's go to Grand Cru. That the Southeast there. So, talk to us about Grand Cru. Now.
Grand Cru again. George Weah is leading that at his home. The people are voting for him. In fact, Omen Boakai only get 5% there. So when we look at it, we're looking at how the votes are going. We look at it, we say, they want until the public can make it because the way the votes are going. So
because so in Grand Cru right now, George Weah get 13,986 votes as of today. And Omen Boakai got 1,123 votes. So that's a big margin because that George Weah error there.
George Weah error, yeah.
That he error there, so he winning. Everybody get their error. That's why Sonny got that off.
Yeah.
Everybody get their error.
Yeah.
So we expecting George Weah to win Grand Cru. But the difference here is in Grand Cru, the total polling places are 110. And so far, from this report, 59 polling places have been reported so far. So there's not much left.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that the number I want you to look at that number then we're gonna and we're gonna when we get to Joseph Boakai era there, I want to show the people so they see how Joseph Boakai vote then from his dominant area then will swallow the Southeast vote. That's how I want you to do the thing.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
in fact, for this projection right now, Joseph Boakai is far ahead in the league, even though NEC is not showing it. So that,
yeah, but but we agreed that we'll put Maryland. Let me get my pen.
Yeah.
We agreed that we'll put Maryland, not Maryland, and Grand Crew already in Jowea column.
We put it there, yeah.
And then we'll put Grand G there also
in Jowea column,
yeah. In Jowea column, yeah.
Yeah. So where you want us go next?
Let's go to Maryland.
You want us to go to Maryland?
Yeah. So Maryland too. We also see that the vote there, Jowea is still leading there. Jowea leading heavy. He get more vote than Joseph Boakai. And the difference in the vote there is just so high. We don't think that Joseph Boakai can make up that vote. So and we look at it. This is something that we know from even previous election. All of that we know that we see the levels of CDC support in that region. So we can say that region will go to CDC.
So you think Maryland? Okay, let's look at it. Let's look at the report that came in today. Maryland report so far 53.71%. So Maryland has the total number polling places. Maryland has 175 polling places, right?
Yeah.
And so far 94% of those 175 polling places were reported today, as of today. So right now, as of today, President Weah is sitting now comfortably in Maryland with 21,339 votes.
Yeah.
And Omer Boakai got 3,782.
Yeah.
That's a big margin too.
Yeah, it's a big margin. Yeah.
Right now, if President Weah were to go to Maryland, the Papa will be eating pepper soup.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what will be happening right now in Maryland. So we're putting Maryland in a Papa Joe Weah column, right?
Yes.
Okay, Maryland. Let me write it down. Okay. For those of you who are listening to us, this is Talk TV Media Network. We are discussing the numbers tonight. Tonight, normally Saturday is the Kissy show, but we have taken over because at election time, the people need a result. The people want to understand, they want to break it down because the election commission, they're not breaking anything down for the Liberian people, for the common man. And because they forget to know that the illiteracy rate in Liberia is high, right?
Yeah.
Because they're just dealing with a percentage. And the majority of the people that voted as the common man, right? And they need to break it down for the common man.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
because
I just got to know why you speak the big English. I will break it down for our people.
Okay. No, it's great that you're doing this. I mean, Sam, it's really great that you're doing it because I was talking to somebody and then, like an aunt of mine, she's older. She was like, oh, but this thing I hear to say, because she's been calling me, she said, oh, I heard that Boakai is winning. So I was like,
they said Boakai winning, but how come Jowea on top?
Then she said, oh, but yeah, they said Jowea on top again. They said that Jowea winning now.
Yeah.
So, and then you have to, yeah. So you see, because every time the percentage changes or something like that, or the new result comes, NEC is not giving people information as to where those information that vote is coming from,
right,
what percentage it represents, and why there's this change. So I think that's why tonight we're trying to do a little bit to try to explain it to people, why there's a change, and also try to take them from focusing on areas in that are already gone. We want to draw them into something because the question I really want to answer here tonight because it was in response to what the EU even put out there. Some people saying, "Oh, would this be a one round?"
Yeah, I have what the EU. What the EU has put out there. Yeah. I have that as well, and I wanted us to discuss that, but we'll discuss not that. I think I got it somewhere. I will upload it while we talk. But I want us to compare that to be able to bring that up and be able to compare it. And find out how all these numbers are playing. Because the reason to why EU kind of holding on to their numbers, you remember now they say, because the only numbers that the world will recognize is what's coming out of the National Election Commission, right? So that's why everybody waiting on. Unity Party get their own list. They're waiting on it. CDC get their own list. They're waiting on it. European Union get their own list. They're waiting on it. So the watchdog, the main people that's supposed to count on now, that the National Election Commission, and they're wasting time. From day one, the election started, they will not be wasting time with the election. The FFR could not come out on time until demonstration was taken there. Until they took the one left with Hala Hala. Now the only way the FFR could come out, Senator Deloney, delay tactics. And in life, delays are dangerous. My people, delays are dangerous. But let's get back to the main topic. Let's get back to what our people are supposed to know. Let's go to, so we put Grand G there in Jowea Colon. We put Grand Crew in Jowea Colon. We put Maryland in Jowea Colon.
Yeah.
Now we're on River Cess, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Talk to us.
Yeah, so in River Cess again, we see, even though like River Cess, we see that Omen Barker he's trying in River Cess, but the difference between the votes he's getting and the one that Jowea is getting is just heavy. So we think, and River Cess, you have to try to understand River Cess is a small place too. So we look at it.
River Cess is a small place. You're right.
Yeah.
From the chart I'm looking at, it is because right now it only have the entire county of River Cess only have 105 polling places.
Yeah.
And then out of that 105 polling places, 61.9% has been reported, which is 65% of the 105.
Yeah. So
And
that was easy. That was easier for us to just come and say, yeah, this one for River Cess. Because River Cess, in fact, when you compare, I know you were talking about how the numbers for the River Cess is just like, one district set in Lofac bigger than River Cess. All the voting River Cess. Just one district.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just Foya.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never been to River Cess. River Cess is like Foya, the whole county.
The population, the whole population is just like
population.
One district
Wow.
in Lofac County.
So let's look at this. So Jowea sitting in a driver's seat in River Cess.
Yeah.
Jowea sitting now in a driver's seat with 9,827 votes, which is 58.63%.
Mm-hmm.
And Omer Boaka sitting now right behind him. Omer Boaka says, my man, you my pikin, you my son. Small boy know how to run, but they don't know how to hide. If you lead a we are taking the car over. So Omer Boaka sitting now in River Cess with 4,486 votes.
Yeah. So that.
Now, right?
And River Cess, the other thing about River Cess.
So from you, we put in River Cess in Jowea Colon.
Yes.
Okay. You want to say something before we move forward?
Yeah, no, I said the other thing of River Cess, even there's 37,000 votes, River Cess had the highest number of invalid votes from the last election, and this election again, we also anticipate, even like the initial saying we're seeing invalid votes higher in River Cess compared to other parts of the country.
Right, and from NEC report here, they say valid plus invalid 18,322, which is 45%, 45.87%.
Yeah.
Wow, you're right about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we done with River Cess. Mama, you give me all the content and Jowea and small. And then we talk.
The man winning.
Yeah. so we're going to River G.
Yeah.
River G now.
Yeah.
So that's, let me ask you. So that's also rivers they got to the place in there.
Yeah.
River G, River Cess.
Yeah. So River G again, just to give you another context, River G is just about the size of one district in Lofac County.
Uh-huh.
The whole of River G is just about one district in Lofac County. So
wow.
Yeah. So we when we look at the numbers there again, Jowea got plenty of votes than Omen Boaka. And because it's a small county and we see the number of votes that already come out, it's easy for us to say no, the ballot will not remain there. No way Pape Boaka can come back.
Yeah, you're right. From what I'm looking at, they have total 98 polling places. Yeah. And so far, 69 polling places have been reported, which is 70.41%. Yeah. And the president, Jowea, the Pape sitting now in his driver's seat in River G again with 14,411 votes so far. Omer Boaka The Pape too, they say the Pape sleeping, oh, but he behind him with 3,578 votes.
Yeah.
That's where he is. And my people, the reason why we're not looking at all the other people there, number 3, number 4, number 5 down, going down, those people there, they're not going to be president. But the 2 people there, one of them will become president. That is why we're focusing on that. And not that all the other people there, the 18 people, they're not important. They're all important. Right? But right now, in reality, the number there, either Jowia will be president or Ome Boake will be president.
Ome Boake, yeah.
So that's why we're moving. So I finished putting Revoji on Jowia side again. So far, so from your analysis, Ome Boake, let me see. Jowia got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 counties so far in his column, and Ome Boake got 0 so far.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the chat.
Okay.
Sino.
Again, Sino, just to give you a context, Sino is like, it's smaller than one of the districts in Mosorado, one of the largest districts in Mosorado, like some of the largest, like district number 10, yeah, is far more bigger than Sino. So Sino, again, we look at the number, what the votes that have been counted for Ome Boake, the votes that have been counted for George Weah, and then we look at the number, we say, even if...
Did you guys see that? Let me stop you right there. Somebody is commenting and said the NEC board made mistake today.
Mm-hmm.
She called the same number.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday, today, and she said 59% from Nimba. I didn't catch that.
She made a mistake. Yeah, she said 59% from Nimba, which is that Nimba should be, I think, something around 42. She announced like 3, I think it was be 309. She said 390. So it was kind of like NEC keep having these unforced errors thrown on themselves. And you and I have talked about these things over and over, that in a crucial election like that, you can't keep making these mistakes.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, this is a die-hard fought election, and the people turn out massively. You don't want to make, one mistake to me, but when you keep doing it, you create a dark cloud over you, as in something else is going on. Mm-hmm. Even the people that are watching you call the names. Liberian people funny, when it comes to calling the names, when the Omar call Boake Joseph Nyoma, Boake Joseph Nyoma, so professionally. But when she came to Joey, I say, we are just money. So
but she can call him. No, she can say.
Why you calling Joe? We are inside in I cannot wait for.
No, apart from that, the way she call him George Manor, where she doesn't call the last name first. So other Canadians, she called their last name first. Like she will.
Liberian people were funny, We can read between the lines too hard.
But that shows that people, that shows that people are listening, right? Sam, that shows people have interest in this election, which is a good thing for our democracy.
So when you go to Sino, let's get back to Sino. Sino has 34.21% votes so far. They have a total of 152 polling places with 52 already reported.
Mm-hmm.
And so President Weah is sitting on top of in a driver's seat with 11,239 votes. That is 78.2%. And Ome Boake is sitting now way down the line with 1,572. So Sino is going, I can already tell Sino, Jowia is going to snatch and take Sino away from Ome Boake too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, where we going next?
We're going to look at Ome Boake's side. Let's look at Ome Boake's side. Let's see whether he can win something too.
But before, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. River says 6. That's 6. Yeah.
Yeah, 6.
So
but before that, I think
you don't think we should go to Grand Bassa?
No, I want to keep Grand Bassa and those
okay.
Yellow for us to come back, and then we'll talk more about it. But the other thing I wanted to say here, I think you raised a really good point. So you see all these people, all the places, that 6 counted down there, right?
Yeah.
But because they are so small counted, they're not plenty. In fact, all of them, everything together equal to 1 county, Nimba County.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah. So we want to give the viewers that context to say, Georgia.
So all these 6 counties that we just counted, Grand Cru, Grand Gide, Maryland, River says, Refugee, Sano. When you add all of them, their total population and whatever, equivalent to either Lofa County population or Nimba County.
Yeah, no, it's Nimba. Nimba is the best one. So it's more than Lofa, but it's just Nimba. Yeah, so that just Nimba alone.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
So let's
look at Ome Bakasa. We get bombing to Ome Bakasa. Yeah.
Now we're going to JMB, sir.
Yeah.
Which is Bommy.
Yeah.
So Bommy, before I let you Bommy, let me get our people then here. Bommy, where Bommy is? Bommy right here, Ome Bwaka now take the driver's seat with 63.74% in, and Bommy has 171 polling places. 109 polling places have already been counted. And Ome Bwaka is having 15,791.
Yeah.
And President Weah is sitting down behind him in not too far with 11,810.
Okay. So now I know some people listening asking, but then why? Why you saying why you are giving it to Ome Bwaka? So now we look at Bommy has 3 districts. Ome Bwaka is winning heavily in one, we are winning heavily in one. Then the third one, the third district there, that third district Ome Bwaka is winning in there. And that third district have more population than the other one. And that third district is closer to Bapolu. So we know that that the trend from Bapolu is coming into that third district.
Right.
So it's easy for us to say, but if Ome, look at how the Ome winning it. First of all, so we're not focusing on the 2 districts. So we are win one of the small districts, Bwaka win one of the small districts. We say, okay, that one cancel. But in the big district now, Ome Bwaka is leading heavily in there. So we look at it from the way Ome Bwaka is leading. We say, no, there's no way, because Ome Bwaka win that district like that, we can come back.
So Bommy on Ome Bwaka, sir.
Yeah.
And we're going to Bapolu.
Bapolu.
Let me bring my own map on this side here. The other thing you're doing here, you come and get Bapolu and also.
I know, right? And especially when you see it's +3, people will be like,
yeah. So you're looking at Bapolu. Ome Bwaka is in the driver's seat with 12,813 votes.
Mm-hmm.
And Jowea, that one too, Jowea not far from him.
You're not far.
We are dressing close to him and said, hey, Papa, here, let me see if he's sleeping. Then maybe I'll just come and take over the wheel so we can crash. So we are sitting now with 11,996.
Yeah, so to calculate this, when we look at what all the vote there are. So all the area that we think that the vote will go to Jowea, we know there, all the area that gone already. Then we look at, we say, okay, where the vote there? We look at the area where the vote are.
Mm-hmm.
Those areas in that Ome Bwaka area, people voting heavily for Ome Bwaka. So we say, boy, even though this thing close right now, we know at the end of the day.
Wow.
Yeah.
But my man, that Appleton guy, where he coming from?
Okay. Well,
where the Appleton guy coming from?
So you know
all the way, all our journalists will be running the thing here. We never hear about it. Appleton guy. Now, what people say that Jowea planted him inside there, so he can steal somebody vote them to go to second round. Is that true?
I mean, I don't know about that, so I don't want to speculate. But I think for me,
may I ask you a question?
My own speculation would be that, I was looking at the picture, right? Looking at that man picture. When you look at the pictures, you know, he's look like kind of fatherly, like the back of mouth with that kind of beard and all of those things.
Yeah.
Sometimes when people see people that they can relate to, they say, "Oh yeah, that man looking good, or you looking like a nice father." They just vote for the man. So I think that's one of the things that running
my man, you said I excuse that. I want making that man everywhere for him to come.
No, I don't have anything because.
They want to vote and campaign all over Liberia. People knowing Alexander coming, and they may beating all of them.
Yeah.
Something beyond that thing.
We'll dig into that.
Liberian secret they say can't hide. Liberian man with me you a fool, but they're not they say.
Mm-hmm.
That one no joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I finished putting Babolo on Ome Bwaka.
Yeah.
And Grand Kema.
So Grand Cape Man.
Today Grand Cape Man votes started coming in.
Yeah, we were waiting. We were just waiting to see the first votes to see where the votes coming from and then funny. And when we look at the counties, when you look at the counties in Grand Cape Man County, you see that Omer Baka is consistent throughout. And we know in Liberian elections, when we look at patterns of consistency across different counties, it's something that it's a reasonable way to draw that conclusion to say, oh, finally, the person will win. So Omer Baka, he just as soon as they open the back, he just start leading. Like the soccer game start, he just start scoring. You want to start we are like running behind him.
As soon as the referee blow the whistle, when you go low in 2 minutes of the game, somebody score.
Yeah, he just put it there, poo. So Joey, so right now we see the way he's scoring now, he's scoring more than Joey. I would think no, they can continue.
And so that today the game open in Grand Cape Man. Today the game open and Omer Baka, he taking the lead. He in the driver's seat with 6,772 votes, and Joey 4,517. That is only 18.78% of the total 40%. 40 votes, polling places.
Yeah.
40 polling places have been that was counted out of the 40 polling places, and the total polling places for Grand Cape Man is 213.
Yeah.
Very unique, because today all that stuff started coming in. So I finished putting Grand Cape Man in our paper column.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to Lofa.
Lofa, I don't know how to go.
Lofa Kante. Let me start. Let me start. Because a dangerous, we can call this is cantangerous.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Lofa Kante, the total vote they have right now, Lofa Kante get 76.65% vote that inside. The total polling places Lofa Kante get at 424. And as of today, 325 were reported. Right?
Yeah.
And so Omer Baka sitting down in a driver's seat. He not even, the way he's sitting in a driver's seat, he's not even holding a wheel. He's not holding a wheel, the car going by itself with 54,887 votes. And behind him, I don't want to say that one. Behind him, that president, we are. Because on national media, I just want to make sure our people that are in the town, in the village, in Foya are hearing us and understanding us very well tonight. That why people that are breaking the team, that why speaking, are trying to make sure I speak real Liberian simple English tonight. So President we are right now get 28,660 in Lofa County. And my man, I was even surprised that he get that module.
Yeah. I mean, I think, that's the thing we were talking about around like the Foya, Kolahu era and something like that.
Yeah, so, because we want to see where he get. You see, when they give us the number of the votes to in detail, we'll be able to see where all those votes coming from.
We'll be able to see where all those things.
All votes coming from the Loma belt are voting for him, or from the Bandi people belt, or from the Kisi people side.
I think
those
are the votes for Foya. I mean, for CTC coming from
Foya and Kolahu.
Yeah, district number 1 and number 2. Those are the two districts.
No. If it's coming from those two districts, Foya and Kolahu, that would be a disgrace. That would be something. The whole country, my man, you're gonna tell me the whole country. Let me see. Let the people there see my face.
Because in Banga,
the whole country voting for JMB and people in his hometown and his nephew they giving him hard time.
Yeah, because of one thing. Mr. Thomas Fala as a brain behind the whole thing. Yeah, Ambassador. I mean, Doctor, we are getting vote from Lofa County, most especially Foya District, derived from Thomas Fala.
Campaign better in Lofa for JMB.
Yeah, because he truck people from Mosurado, from Guinea.
They are trucking to here. Let it
go. Yeah, because that's the main.
You know where the evidence? Send me the evidence.
All right, I will try to send you the evidence.
Yeah,
but we understand that.
One evidence.
Yeah, that's a great reason because we saw it. We see everything. The process was going on. people were coming, different places from Guinea, from Monserrado, and of course, these few days they are just going back.
My man, what you say?
So Thomas, let me just. I think some other factors that we're missing here. There are so many. The current superintendent is also for Lofa County is also playing.
Oh man, I open the line here, then you call. He greedy caller there. Why you gonna get inside? Why you gonna say? The man trying to jump in our line there. I not even open the line there because some of them get it. The station number they calling in already.
Okay.
Yeah, you live. Talk to us now. What you want to say?
I just
tell our people from who calling. Where your name? Where you calling from?
Okay, I'm Jasper F. Andrews, the SR reporter right now at the National Election Commission here in Monrovia.
Yeah, give us some of your observation in detail at the National Election Commission.
Thank you very much. I've been there from day one up to day 4, and tomorrow said we'll be there. From all indications of what we've been seeing from the first thing, let me condemn the other Brown as the chairperson of the National Election Commission. She's not media friendly.
Hold on. We're not here to condemn anybody. Please. We are not here to go against that. We're trying to analyze the numbers here. So I'll bring you right on that point. We're not castigating or assassinating or condemning anybody here. So now go ahead.
Okay. When it comes to the numbers that is being read by the head, the Ethel Brown, you look at Unity Party have won 7 counties in CDC won 8. In the 8 CDC won, if you look at the Southeastern, and I did my statistic and analysis as to who is who in the Southeastern. I did my data calculation and understand that the polling places that the counties that UP, not UP, but CDC won in the Southeastern. If you take the polling places that the total number of polling places that they have in those counties,
right,
minus the total polling places that they have announced, you get a result. You get 1,488 ballot polling places that are left for the 8 counties CDC won in. And if you also look at the counties that Unity Party won in, Unity Party won 7 counties. And the 7 counties they won is, if you subtract the polling places, the total polling places from the 7 counties, and out of the polling places they have announced so far for the 4 days, Unity Party will be left with 1,599 polling places left. So if you take the 5,000, the 1,488 from 1,599, you will get 1,011 polling places will leave for Unity Party. So when you see Unity Party speaking from, hey, they have won this election, they won the election, they are depending on that identical 111 polling places that have that will keep it covered. And also, if you look at Monserrado, because in Monserrado County is the one that really carry their polling places up. Because I calculated Monserrado County within Unity Party, not Unity Party, but CDC. The CDC, when you look at the margin between CDC and Unity Party, almost like just a slight difference. But I give CDC the benefit of the doubt because they carry whether that 1% or 2%, you win. You have to give that benefit of the doubt to you. But if you look at Unity Party within Monserrado County and CDC, it's just a slight difference between the 2 political parties.
All right. Thank you so much, Jasper.
All right.
Take care. Okay. So, you see, this is why I like Talk TV Media Network. When I ask for evidence on the show, because of what we can do, somebody just send me evidence, from FOIA. And thank you see. So you see, Kofi, what you were talking about, the power of the internet. We're living in a 21st century age. We can't live as though we're in a primitive day. So the gentleman over there in studio was talking about, Tomofala, Trump people. I said, send me the evidence. The power of the internet. Somebody just sent me evidence right here. Yeah,
Great. That's an example there. That example. That's very simple.
So this very interesting. But anyway, let's move on to our numbers. Let me get back here because I don't want to lose track. This is very important what we're discussing because this is the road to the presidency, the map to the presidency, the road that leads to the executive mansion, the seat of government, the road that is going to lead to prosperity in Liberia. That is the road we are on. So now that we are done with the CDC area, we are on the side of the Unity Party. We're in Lofa. Have we discussed Lofa well enough? Because we're talking
about Lofa. I think I'd say Lofa, but I can't even explain it. So I was leaving it with you and Thomas to explain that.
How you gonna leave it with me? You the mean technocrat here.
Yeah, but okay, maybe let me give it to Thomas to explain because Lofa way is really clear. So maybe Thomas
so it's clear that the old man know when you're gonna blow him in Lofa, he gonna sleep sound.
Exactly so.
Okay. I get it. Let me see. Somebody trying to call me again. Anyway, we'll soon open the line, my people. Y'all bear with us. We'll soon open the line. As soon we are done with this, we'll open the line to my take so y'all can call. Yeah. So what we're looking at here, the old man has so far. There's let me see. Let me go to Lofa. Out of 425 polling places, 325 were reported. Meaning we have about what left? 99?
I'm not looking at it right yet.
Yeah, I think about 99 left.
Okay.
Places
you
left.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah, 99 left out of Lofa. Now, some of all, we're not in school for years now. We have to depend on a calculator.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, those days with the bring there and this and that. Not the day we in. Yeah, for some of us. So we don't want to make mistake. Let me get my calculator here. Minus 325. 99. Oh, my brain still sharp.
I know, you're still good.
Yeah, my brain still looking sharp. Yeah, so we still have about 99 polling places left in Lofa to go. What do you think out of those 99 polling places? With the old man sitting down the way he's sitting down with 54,887 votes.
Well,
you think President Weah has any much bigger chance to push forward?
Absolutely no.
Why you say that?
Yeah, because through the result, you can see the first numbers out, and I'm very sure that it will continue until the end.
But what makes it very hard to answer that question for me is we don't know in which district, which direction these votes are coming from.
The district you could expect.
Let me just say the same. So the district that we see, even NEC, I think one of the credit I can get NEC on their website. Go there, you look at those districts. I told you, district number 1, district number 2, CDC did extremely well. District number 3 and district number 4, especially district number 4, ACO was the one that did really well in that district because there's the Madingo belt, in that area or something like that, around the Bonjama area. District number 5, the old man is killing CDC. Nobody, in fact, the one that left, and today was the first day they released results for district number 5. That's Zozo Salaye belt. There's no competition there. By the time you put about district number 1, district number 2, CDC lost. You can't find them among the top 2 again.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the problem, a lot of the votes in Lofa, where they coming from for Joe Weah, they coming from Kolahu and Fuya.
Yeah, from around the area. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a disgrace, though.
Well, we will talk about that later.
We'll talk about that one when we're sitting down in the mansion.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. So I put in Lofa on JMB, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And
that
then
one,
we're going to Nimba County. Nimba County. Where are we?
Nimba. So Nimba, we started
looking. Nimba.
Yeah, we started looking at the results. When we started looking at the result, we saw initially when the first result came out, we are trying and all of those things. We saw Gonglo. Now the results, the part of Nimba that left over, when we look at the result, we see all the other people then disappearing. Even Gonglo said disappearing. We are disappearing. They're getting only small of the vote, and Papeja getting the huge chunk of that. So basically, it comes from that. So initially, the first set of votes that came out was coming from the Manon belt. And so Nima is somehow, sometimes people think of it as being monolithic, but somehow diverse. You think about the Gio, the Manon, and all of those things. The Manon belt, we saw Gonglo because, it's a son. We saw Gonglo playing well there. We saw we are playing well there because again, as I mentioned to you, one of CDC's strategy was to bring in Nimbadian and give them certain positions. They were using politicians, people that they gave political power to in the county or and most of the guys were from like the Manon belt. Now, when you get into the Gio belt, the competition there, the Gio guys are saying they don't want to play. They say they pack their own.
So it could be that this notion that when Prince Johnson is on your side from Nimba County, you win.
You win. Well, you
because
win
it happened for Madame Salif, it happened for George Weah.
Everybody,
and now he left there and he on Omen Bwakasa, and it happened again.
Yeah.
So the people on Nimba, some of the people that says that Prince Johnson is not the godfather, he's still holding that position though.
Mm-hmm. But even what make it,
he's still driving this.
What make it even better is the people have a son. They have a son on the ticket. So the people, it's not only they have a son on the ticket. They say that's our own. They say we don't fear our own with grass. So they say they gotta go.
Yeah, that is a big driving force. With the likes of Jeremiah Kuhn, and he's very likable.
Mm-hmm.
He has a lot of investment in Nimba County. Prince Johnson is known as the defender for Nimba. So they look up to him. So they carry that weight. And that's why you're looking at a lot of these votes are translating big time out of Nimba. From day 1 and day 2, day 3, up to today, the numbers that are coming out of Nimba are stunning.
Yeah.
They are stunning, bro. I'm telling you. But because look at this. From where I'm looking at Nimba County, only so far, Nimba has 776. No, not 776. 736 minus 390.
So that number is supposed to be 309 instead of 390. I think one of your listeners highlighted it. It's supposed to be, so there was an error from NEC. It's supposed to be 309 instead of.
It's supposed to be 309?
Yeah, so Nimba right now should be around 42%.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so when you look, so we look at the numbers when we see those things.
So that's serious trouble coming. So that's serious trouble coming out of Nimba.
Yeah.
If at 309, that means let me do it back just in case for the probability. 736 minus 309. That means Nimba State has 427 votes or polling stations to report on.
Yes. So Nimba should be around
right now, Omer Bwaka sitting down with 69,361 votes. Nimba alone.
Yeah.
And Joy Weah has 26,340.
Yeah.
That is a big margin so far.
Yeah, that's a big margin. So the other thing I want to highlight, I think it's great that we have shows like yours where you're able to educate, because that number on next side, they're saying 56% or 50-something% from Nimba. No, it's actually 42% from Nimba that have been counted so far. So, and now when you look at the balance vote that remaining, the margin of which we are losing is significant, very significant.
Right. So right now, the margin difference in Nimba County is 43,021 votes.
Wow.
43,000. So
But
Nimba,
it will even be higher for because the balance, the difference between the balance. So the early vote that came out, like I
Right.
said, Joshua was trying harder, but the balance that coming up, it will be significant. So we do anything with Nimba yet.
yeah, nothing is done with Nimba. Look at it right there. There's nothing done,
Yeah.
nothing literally with Nimba.
Yeah.
You know, so Nimba alone is going to. So am I right to say, or is it safe to say that the 6 counties that we put on Jowiasa, Grand Coup, Grand Gide, Maryland, River Cess, River G, Sano, and my man, if you leave with me, I'll get in Grand Bassa too.
Okay.
So Nimba County can take all of them all.
I knew that where you were going.
Huh?
I said I knew that where you were going.
So,
So yeah, so again, I think I
I
spoke
want
about
to
it.
get in Grand Bassa so they can have 7 now.
Yeah, so I was telling somebody yesterday. I think I spoke to you about this. So I was also talking to somebody yesterday. So yeah, so I think it's easier for us to add all of these things together and say, okay, let's compare there. But also, I really want to be. I think we need to look at the margin. I think it'll be interesting to average out the margin.
Right.
So Joseph Boka might be winning in Nimba by like around 70%, while Georgia is winning in the Southeast by around 80%. So even if the two are the same, Georgia will still get more vote out of the Southeast. I think where you can highlight is, okay, so let's say Nimba take almost all the counties there, and only small left. When you put bombing there, then bombing cover all of them. In fact, then Open Baka leading already. You now now bombing Bapuru. Then Open Baka already feeling leading. Then when you add, so you think about vote now from Lofa, Cape Mount, and bombing. That one I just reserved for him.
Wow. So look, let me go back to this because we attack all the map right here except the one in the yellow.
Yeah.
The contested battlegrounds.
Yeah.
The way you call it.
Yeah.
The old man in the village, in Sodo, in Etamateko, in Cielo that listening to us, Pelo, Fawning. The one we coming to about now, that the mean one. It's just like we catch the meat, we catch the bumbo from the bush, and then we brought the bumbo in town, we cook it. Now we coming divide it.
Yeah.
And then we coming discuss now. Right? So we coming discuss it. And those of you who watching that want join the broadcast, my people, I'm coming put the link right here in the comment section. Because me, I talking simple English tonight. That here are awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put in it there. Y'all want John 18 here tonight? If it's too sweet, y'all can add the flavor on it for us. Y'all can add it. The comment, I just finished posting the link right there. Those are you that online. So the main one in the yellow now that is here.
Yeah.
I want to know how you came up with this. We're looking at Bon County, Grand Bassa, Magibi,
Masurado.
and Monserrato.
Yeah, so
man, the way you did it, me, I finished giving the people Grand Bassa already. Why are you making 18 half for the people?
Yeah, I will tell you. I mean, I would agree. If let's start with Bassa. I would agree with you that George Weah is likely to win Grand Bassa County. And
Okay.
I will give it to you. So because usually we also use probability.
Probability, yeah.
Yeah, so we look at chances. So the way we calculate those chances, we look at. So when you look at Grand Bassa County right now, only one of the districts that Open Baka is winning, of the 5 districts, Open Baka is winning in that district heavily. But then all the other districts, Joshua is ahead.
Okay. Let me ask you: if John Weah is winning out of the district, then, but before I even ask you my question, let me read a number for our Omar to hear. The number then the 2 BB for me to call them in Kisi Omar.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
want you to
the
try.
number then in Kisi. I will just tell you that we're winning, right? So what happening is in Grand Bassa County, President John Weah is in the driver's seat with 19,890 votes.
Yeah.
People that voted for him. The people that voted for John Weah so far in Grand Bassa, they are 19,890. And the people that voted for Ambassador Bouaka so far in Grand Bassa, they are 18,217.
Yeah.
It's very close.
Very close.
It's just like you move your phone, I put my phone behind you.
Mm-hmm.
You move your phone, I put my phone behind you. That's what's happening. Because so far in Grand Bassa, they have a total of 405 polling places. And out of that 405 polling places, there are only 167 so far.
Mm-hmm.
So my question to you is, why are you even putting Grand Bassa to Jowiasa?
So the reason I would say leaning, I didn't put it there. I say I would agree with you that yeah, Jowiasa got a higher probability of winning it.
Mm.
Because if I could put it, if I would put it to Jowiasa, I was going to be in the blue. That's why we put it in the yellow area, because I want to be very careful.
So, that's why you put it right in the middle, in the yellow. Meaning it can go on the side, it can fall down on the right side, it can fall down on the left side.
Yeah.
I understand it now.
Yeah.
I think our people too getting it.
Yeah.
I mean, you understanding it, Thomas?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Getting
people
it.
Hearing us?
Yeah, people getting you. You are live.
Good. Go ahead, Chief.
Yeah, so
y'all let BB both come on, man. Y'all get all the thing here.
Yeah, so I look at the thing for long. I say, the thing here, it's not easy. They battle here, they put them going back and forth like seesaw or something like that. So I say, they want. I can't conclude. I get enough information to agree that they want belong to Jowia or belong to Bwaka. So I will leave it in the middle. What I can say is I've seen that some of the areas that are remaining, some of them seem to be supporting Jowia a lot, but it's not sufficient enough for me to reach that stage where I can agree to say, oh yes, that's true. So that's why we're holding it back.
Somebody there John up, but the man ain't died there. Call it Kamara. You can hear us? Hello? The man ain't died there. They think we're talking to JMB current gone. They cut the current off, electricity.
So yeah.
The man can hear. Let's go ahead. I will put the man when the man ready. He will talk. The man not ready.
So yeah. So so because of that, because we don't have enough to make that conclusion, so we decide to be safe. We'll put it down there. We keep it in the middle there.
But in Grand Bassa, when you look at the people that are running Grand Bassa, when you look at the rescue model, Yomle Kanga, Delone, Senator Delone, they're all on the side. To me, ANC, Alexander Cummings, and Charlene Bromsky, my hope was that they were going to take over Grand Bassa.
Yes.
But that is not happening. The reason why I said so, from the report we have so far, when you look at Grand Bassa, Alexander Cummings is coming number 3 with only 2,857 votes out of Grand Bassa. So Alexander Cummings, ANC, they are underperforming.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
So that analysis we gave was a wrong analysis. At first, a week ago.
Yeah.
Because we were putting Grand Bassa in a column for how you call it?
Cummings. I was strong. Yeah, Cummings.
But now it had become a seesaw up and down. Seesaw up and down. Seesaw up and down. Between Jowia and Ome Bwaka.
And something I want to add, Cummings not doing better in Bassa help benefit Jowia. Because if Cummings has done better, if Cummings has done better,
Jowia.
Yeah.
My man, welcome to the show, Samuel.
Thank you, brother Steve, and good evening to you. Good evening to.
When you call me brother Steve, I take offense because you let my big brother more than me. And my big brother you calling now. Because you and brother Steve, my big brother used to sit down and drink power one.
Same. You're right, brother Sam.
Yeah, talk to me. Speak to your people in all Foya, in all the villages. Speak to them.
Well, good evening to our people back home in Liberia, particularly the Foya district of County, and to the Liberian people. Good evening to Kofi and my brother Thomas, and you, big brother Sam Gandu. A pleasure joining you guys.
Because you just come in, so you want to speak American English. Who's sitting down here, your people are speaking real Liberian English. So you want to tell the people now you in America?
I'm learning the thing. I'm in Rome. I'm in Rome. I'm in Rome.
They even say good evening to our Liberian people. You think the old man in the village, they know the voice they're talking, say? That old man said that follow Reggie Samuel to swear here. Kisi ala was said. Hey, when you say like that, you talk. You know.
They were allowed to get yani ponya Reggie follow Samuel Flafon and Abandonning. It's only you know, oh, you're my pulling. That's why I live for you.
Oh, you're my puleto. You're my puleto.
Okay, oh, you're my puleto.
I got it. I got it, man. Very interesting. Okay, guys, let's get back to business. So, Grand Bassa, to be honest, though, when you look at this chart with Grand Bassa, and the way, yes, even though Cummings is underperforming, and that underperformance is helping CDC Jawia, I still believe the way JMB is keeping so close that because of the help of Darius DeLone and the rescue mother,
Kanga Lawrence.
Grand Bassa might end up falling for JMB.
Yeah, that's why we live in that column there. Because we're not sure right now. Yeah. Because Joshua is there, he performing, but I mean, anything can happen, like you said. Joshua is ahead, but the jumping factor could take place, and everything could change around. But the other thing about Bassa I want to share is like when you move from the river sack, the more you get closer to Morovia, to the Morovia end, you see JMB numbers getting better in those areas.
Yeah.
So
what's your take, Rachel? With the way you're looking at, you even though you came a little late, but look at the map. The way we got a map, the one in the blue, we put in the blue all the one that we get to Jowia. The one that you see in the green, all the one that we get to Unity Party, Omebwake. The one that in the middle, in the yellow, that is the 14 on, that the elephant meet there. That they say you who know how to fight can't call your own. That they own.
Okay, the fighting for the meat is already done. It's just to see what is in the black plastic for you.
Okay.
Wait. You said they're fighting for the meat. The meat in the middle is already done.
Yeah,
they just want to see the meat are in the meat are in the plastic bag, whether that car me or that door me.
Now what remina?
Okay.
I don't even know. I can't even believe I say that one on the national media.
Oh God.
Go ahead, my man. Go ahead with your analysis.
So I mean, it has already been done. It's just a matter of you taking your package and then look into it. You know, it's like lock a ticket. You open it, what is there for you, then you know exactly which way you are heading to. Like Kofi Ragnar stated, like the result today from Grand Bassa, Ambassador Weah is in 19,000 plus, Joe Boakai is in 18,000 plus. There is a serious competition ongoing in Grand Bassa.
Yeah, let me see. While you go ahead, let me calculate the margin, the difference.
So there is a serious competition.
It should be around like 1,000 vote different, or 1,000 or less.
Okay, 1,000 or less.
It's 1,673 votes.
Oh, okay.
Margin, which is very good for the opposition, because for you to see opposition political party chasing incumbent government like this almost in all of the countries, I mean, it's a very good result. Then also, even what I saw in River Cells today as well, because the vast number didn't reach to River Cells to campaign, The standard bearer didn't reach to River Cells to campaign. It was only Wellington Jivon Smith, Senator Wellington Jivon Smith of River Cells, and some rescue soldiers that reached out to River Cells to carry the message of the rescue mission. But the votes from River Cells are very, very encouraging for the opposition. Remember, River Cells is part of the southeastern counties.
We finish. Someone who finish giving that one
we finish giving that thing. You don't see it. We finish giving that thing to the president.
You say you trying to beat their meat. That thing we finish giving it.
Oh man, you know that we used to say in school. They say "Lekoma cannot enjoy."
Cannot enjoy. Okay, so I think you guys will continue. You guys will continue. Let me follow them from there. I know, got to.
But you can also look at this. Look at this. The sheet we put up.
Yeah.
If you disagree with all, then you tell us in the map. This is why I disagree.
Okay, let me see.
So while he waiting, while he observed that, I want to move forward. Let's look at Mark Gibby. We finished with Graham Bassel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, like Mark Gibby. Like for me, I was in a serious doubt with Mark Gibby prior to the election.
Me too.
For the fact that Natalia McGill was crisscrossing the county heavily. All of the movements of Natalia McGill, we follow it on Facebook. I mean, he really, cut across the county. So I felt like United Party wouldn't have done much in Mark Gibby. So for me now, Mark Gibby has become a bonus for the United Party because there's something that we're not even expecting. And then now they are leading, even today's result, the United Party is leading in Mark Gibby. So if the trend, I do not know which districts in Mark Gibby they call today, but if the trend continues like this, it will be a very good thing for the opposition. It's like the people of Mark Gibby voted for Nathaniel McGill for senator, but for the presidency, they voted for Joe Barker because all of them voted for Nathaniel McGill and voted for CDC. CDC who have been leading in Mark Gibby as we speak. But from the look of things, they voted for him as a senator, but for the presidency, they went to the way of Joe Barker.
But Kofi, let me put this between you two, guys. The Mark Gibby Samuel is talking about, it's just a very small margin so far, 12.93% that have been reported.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
And 441 polling places, only 57 polling places have come in. And so Joe Barker is sitting now on top with 8,069 votes, followed by Joe Weah with 6,939 votes. Do you think that, there is still room for a blowout for Joe Weah to come up and take the lead? When it comes to Mark Gibby, looking at the way we saw Nathaniel McGill campaign, even though he campaigned in a smart way by not campaigning along with Joe Weah, because Joe Weah was not an asset for him in Mark Gibby.
No,
George Weah was on a negative.
Was a liability. Yeah.
Liability. Excess package.
So I would take it back again. What would do number? So first of all, let's justify why we put Mark Gibby in the yellow summit. Like you said, I think Sam, you hit the nail on the head. First of all, we see small number. First, Pape is leading. Pape Barker is leading, but the number was that count is small here. So because of that, we can't go and say, oh, this one for Pape Barker or it's for George Weah. We also saw, some of the things we are seeing in Mark Gibby there is that there's a difference in the rural area. The rural areas, they are voting for Joe Weah heavily. So in the interior area, in the villages, the butchers, they're voting Joe Weah heavily. But when you come to the bigger city, Kakata, all the places, they're voting heavily for Omen Barker.
And there where the population lies.
So that sounds good for Omen Barker. Because when you look at it from there, that sounds like if that continues, then you see. But for now, because we only get small information, so we decided we'll hold on to the 1 year. We'll put it in the middle.
We'll put it in the middle.
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep that one in the middle with all the statistics that coming in and all of that stuff. But with the hope that I think because Mark Gibby is so close to Bon and over there along with Monserrato, I think Mark Gibby gonna go for on the side of JMP.
So I would say it will go on the side of whoever wins Monserrato. So you see what I'm trying to do here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Monserrato because
your own you doing when I finish, I will get you on my own.
Okay.
Then you will see my own.
Okay.
My own that tornado coming.
Okay.
The hurricane. The hurricane. My own hurricane.
So should we go to Monserrato?
Monserrato. Let's go to the big elephant meat.
The big elephant meat. Monserrato is the big elephant
But
meat.
wait, before we go to Monserrato, it's very, very important our people listening. Me are enjoying it. I want to get the people, the Lofa County people, the Gisi people, I want to get them song. Because the way you analyzing it for us, I just feel rejoicing, calling all the other people for the party to start getting ready.
Exactly so.
Together, your Sasa there, and all your thing there.
Tumbalang.
In Gisi, everything. So you can come and let's take a small break. Let the people enjoy the song here. Let's call the people to come sing song with us. Because the party, you see, so you can't be having party and you don't invite your neighbors to party. You can't do it. It's not good. Aya kisia lakanu yolang.
Ibatiando mano la pendale, de lo kumbanda yonga balance, na ye miampe, bentabele, le la mission, yungu mi be chanleya, mi be sinleya, mi be babuneleya, me nyalo to ya kone, nyalo to ya nyalo to ya nyalo to ya anniversaire ndo tiape mariage tiape le père mama soli a gagné bella colio la balika tanu la balika yalo la mala bingu la mala ganunya le bingu mi chama mi chenya bingu la mala bingu la mala ganunya le bingu mi chama mi chenya bingu ya
No, wale. Aya, kisi adono nyale, masaren lechone, ndono nyale, masaren lechone, nyenye meka kenumpe, okenum, ndono nyale. What I'm saying is, all the Lofa County people, you all should rejoice. The meaning of the song is, call everybody, let's dance. When God bless you, don't be mean. Call people, rejoice with them. You know, just that when you're dancing in a group, don't tell somebody else woman. Don't go dancing with somebody else woman. But the Lofa people, they are very jealous. They can take the color. They can take the color. I finish telling you, my man are lying.
That's a reality.
I'm gonna be somebody with more years, so that's good. So because I know that Richard said that's a reality, so I said, I don't know.
Kofi, stop. I spoke for myself. I didn't speak for you.
I want to say, I said, you know, people can speak for experience.
Okay, guys. Let's go, Monserrato. Let's go to the elephant meat.
Yeah.
So as soon as we finish with Monserrato, what I want us to do, we'll open the line for our people to call in. That's what I want us to do tonight. So the old man and the papa and the young boy and the young girl and are watching or that listening to us from the villages. Those of you that are on the internet, that the BLFM me now will come in tear apart here. We call that elephant me Monserrato.
So Sam, I know we skipped Bong. We skipped Bong for a very good reason. Because
we skipped Bong. I thought we discussed Bong.
Did we? I don't think we discussed Bong.
Oh man, you confused me, man.
All right, but so because I want to, before we even open the lines, basically I want to answer this question here. Would there be a one round? And for a one round, which party has the pack? And then we can use that to.
Good. Okay. Definitely. So let's finish with Monserrato. When you're looking at Monserrato from today's report, as of today's report, Monserrato, that small county, when you're looking at the map, Monserrato, a small county, but it got more people because it's a capital city.
Yeah.
Wow. So Monserrato has 2008 polling stations. 2008 polling stations. And out of those 2008 polling stations, 1,132 have been reported, right? And President John Weah is sitting down in the driver's seat there with 189,402 votes. Followed closely by Unity Party Ome Boaka with 172,506 votes. What do you guys have to say with this?
Yeah, so when you see that numbers, I know some of the people listening will be like, but you say the president Joe Weah leading the papi. Then in this why you're not giving it to Joe Weah. So right now, we want people to really understand that Monserrato, like you said, Monserrato is the elephant meat. Everybody can call it, everybody can eat it. It's very, very close. But what we are seeing, the vote that they are announcing right now, they're coming from places where Joe Weah is leading heavily. Those are the area where people support Joe Weah heavily. So when the votes come from there, Joe Weah will go up. Then when the vote come from area where they support Papi Baka heavily, Papi Baka will go up. So you will see this seesaw going around.
So you're saying the vote that are coming right now that are helping Joe Weah. Yeah. They are mainly coming from her area where the people there are predominantly like Nuclear Town, my man.
The West Point,
yeah.
Clarendon.
So in fact, so of this, so Monserrato has 17 districts. Of the 17 districts, I think currently right now, and I stand to be corrected because the last time I checked on neck, but the 17 districts, Joseph Boakai should be tapping in like about 9 or 10, and then George Weah is leading in the other ones. Some of the ones that George Weah leading in, they are very close. Some of them with Joseph Boakai. But those ones, when you check the tabulation of them, a lot of them have been, some of them over 50% and all of that. Now, when you look at Joseph Boakai on the areas, they just start coming in. But Joseph Boakai is leading in areas that have higher population, like 71,000. George Weah leading in areas that have like something around like 30,000, 29,000, 40,000. Joe Boakai is leading in areas that are around 71,000, 60,000, 65,000.
So like the area guys, when you're looking at SKD complex, where the whole day today they were calculating the votes. That entire SKD or ERWA Junction, Dupo Road, Rehab, that the main place where the two of them living.
Yeah.
I am estimating a lot. JMB, the two of them will pull a lot of votes from over there, but Joseph Nyuma Boakai might win that whole area.
District number 6, Joseph Boakai is leading in district number 6 right now.
Okay.
And there where the president live.
Yeah, he's leading that. And he also leading in district number 7, which is also has close proximity to even the West Point area.
Wow. So but when you dealing now, when they start reporting now, when you're looking at the area where you see that whole Japan highway, where you see New Georgia.
Yeah.
You go to Chicken Soup Factory where the mean can see people there.
Yeah.
You go all the way Ghana Bay. Going all the way.
You go to Puebla, Pinsville, Puebla area.
Brother,
Then Joey will finish over there when no vote then start coming.
You see
You
district
looking
number
at me
4.
laughing?
You see district number 4.
Yeah.
From 2005, district number 4 has been Unity Party district. They so
Go
clean it.
ahead. Talk close to the mic. The people need to hear you.
I said district number 4.
Yeah.
District number 4 from 2005 has been a district for the Unity Party. They so clean it area.
Mm-hmm.
They going to Market gas station, the red light area. You see district number 4. You see district number 5. You see district number 6. You see district number 11. You see district number 12. District number 2. District number 3. District number 7. Joe Boakai will win there bigly. Those districts are called.
Wow.
Then George Weah is leading in district number 13.
Uh-huh.
District number 14, 13 is from Jamaica Road. 14 is Clarendon, Vatan. 15 is Lockingtown, going to Bombers Bridge area. District number 16.4, St. Paul Bridge.
What about district number 10, where Yeke Kolba is? Who do you
Oh
think
no,
is leading there?
the Bwaka is leading there. In fact, Bwaka got
Bwaka is
more
leading.
vote. He got more
District
vote than
number
Yaka Koluba.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes,
so when you look at the
district
voting pattern, people were voting more for Bwaka than Yaka Koluba. Bwaka will get more vote than Yaka Koluba got in the district.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if I'm following you guys right with the people that are listening to us, that means Monserrato is going to go for Jose Nyuma Bwaka.
So on the probability side, I'm saying yes, the probability. But again, like I said, I put that one in the middle, so I'm not going to say. But the probability of it going for Bwaka is very high.
The mathematician and they always let probability. they always want to stay on the safe side.
Yeah, we want to stay.
Yeah, that's why they want
room to get out.
Somehow we're not mathematician. We just let her go shoot straight.
No,
If I kill the animal, I kill it. If I miss it, it's gone.
See, okay, let me explain this simple. So when the more numbers start coming from those districts that Bwaka leading in, then we'll be able to make that conclusion easy. But right now, the district that Open leading in or the president leading in, they're where all the numbers are coming from in Monserrato. Most of the numbers are coming from. So when more numbers start coming from the district that Bwaka leading, but even today was the first time they even sent report for District 17, which is one area where Bwaka leading heavily in. Like a 20-point margin. Today was the first time we even saw results from there. So when more of the results start coming in, then it will be easier for us to make this.
So for the Oma and the Pape that's sitting now listening to us tonight, it almost looking like the way maybe they understanding the way I understand it. Say small ball know how to run, but they don't know how to hide. Now what are the people thinking right now in the village? Allah? Samaru?
No, that's a reality.
They say the small ball know how to run, but they don't know how to hide. Now what happened here? So okay. And you get your own. Now your own your game is your game so. But for me, the way I look at it, the way Kofi, the way you give it to me, the number that you give me, and the explanation and the analysis you're giving me, I'm not going in the middle with you. I want to go straight.
Okay.
Yeah, because me, I can go to the shooting range. I go shoot.
Yeah.
So I want to shoot. So right now, I get Bummy to UP. I get Bapolo to UP. Joseph Ome Bwaka. I get Grand Kema to Ome Bwaka. I gave him Lofa to Ome Bwaka. I gave him Nimba to Ome Bwaka. I gave him Monserrato to Ome Bwaka.
Possibly, yeah.
And I gave him Bon to Ome Bwaka. And I leave him Bummy. And not Bummy. Magibi in the middle. Magibi and Grand Basso for them to fight on.
Well,
I think it would be good. You give Magibi to Bwakai, then you leave Bummy for fight.
No, leave Grand Basso.
Yeah. So.
But the way it already good. The way I get in that one, it already good.
No. So here's the thing. The question. In fact, now that you bring this one, so the question, if George Weah wants this election to go to second round, based on the trend we're seeing, George Weah has to win It's a must win. Bassa and Bong, he has to win them. He must.
Is that a possibility though? Is there any possibility in it?
Kofi, winning and Bassa and Bong is not just winning, but he should win with margin. It should not be 1,000 or 2,000 margin. It's not
yes, I agree with you.
No, but it's not going to happen. Yeah, but guys, the possibility of winning Bommy is slim. It's gone because Joe Walker has been winning there. He's winning.
Not Bommy, but Bong.
So you think where our Bella people going?
So, but if
they're not going nowhere, they're going to Lofa.
If he loses Bassa and Bong, or one of them, if he doesn't win both of them, this game finish. So you will see that Joshua will have, like they counted from the southeast plus Bassa, and the game will be the whistle will be over. So right now is Georgia. So right now there's no. So I hear people say, "Oh, the CDC people say they win one round." There's no chance for them to win one round. With all the countries we already gave to Waka already, and we gave them. So there's no chance. No chance again. So now the only thing they can be fighting for now is to go for second round. So that what they got to be fighting now. So Bong and Bassa at their left line. They got to. It's a must win. Waka can lose those two counties, and and still come out. He will come out. He will come out with a higher vote, but he will not be able to get the 50 plus 1. Our constitution says you must get 50% plus 1. That's the only thing that will be stopping him.
My man, open the line. Let's hear from our people. Open the line if possible.
0777 330133. 0777.
I'm putting the number 2 on the online screen. Those of you who want to call in, you can call in to that number as well.
Yeah. 0777 330133 is the line to call if you want to give in your contribution. Wow. If you want to ask questions, you can call.
What do you think about the results of the election so far? What is your opinion? What do you guys think? We want to hear from you guys. So, those of you who are in Liberia, that is the number 0777 330133. And those of you in the diaspora, WhatsApp, it's plus 1-918-955-5862. The lines are open. You can call in. So while we're waiting for calls to come in, we can continue talking. Yeah. Are you there?
I mean.
Oh, wait a minute. The man run away. So there is a report. There's a report. I'm trying to put up here, right? Okay. Let me see. I'm trying to put some kind of report up about. Did you guys watch the EU report?
I read the EU report.
What do you guys think about it? Even though they say it's unofficial, there it is. They are giving it as a 1 round 2 with 51.23% for JMB.
So this report this projection was what the EU report was about, talking about it.
Right.
So the EU was against this report.
Okay.
Yes. And this report was done by, I think, from Spoon TV. I sent them a model. I think I sent them a model, but my model for them to use it because I was trying to put the thing together. But
this is the one the Spoon people were dealing with.
Yeah, so they came out with another one. But those things are scenario analysis, right?
Yeah, these are scenario analysis.
Scenario analysis. If this happened, and that's why people do it all the time. If this happened, this, that. Like today we even did scenario analysis. We came up with saying, look, if Waka wins, Bong, Magibi, and Monserrato, those countries among the countries that we haven't allocated yet, CDC is done. If Bassa wins, Waka wins, Bassa, Monserrato, Magibi, CDC is done. So those are scenario analysis. You get what if. You say, okay, because that's how you interpret data. You try to see what what kind of scenario you can explain. You can try to use best case scenario, worst case scenario. Yeah.
So on the overall, Samuel, where's the guy? I don't know the guy in studio. What's going on? He must have some technical difficulties going on or something. On the overall, are you content? Are you happy, satisfied with the way the results are being announced so far? Are you happy? In the frame of law, they have up to 2 weeks, right? But do you think, are you okay with that? The slow process?
We agreed the law is the law, but at times you look at expediency. I guess you monitor our tension at the Samuel Kanyado Sport Complex where they are tallying the results.
Yeah, last night too.
If you follow, it happened in Nimba as well, Sanikole.
Yeah.
So if you have the means of giving the result in less than 15 days, why not do it instead of you waiting for the 15 days to come?
Go ahead.
You can do it because, like today, when she called the percentage of Nimba County, the percentage of the votes being tallied already, there was a mistake there. A journalist asked her, because she said, I think 309 stations has been tallied out of 700, I think 786 polling stations.
Yeah, he said 398 instead of 309.
Yeah, so the percentage is 50, I think 50, she said 53. And then when the people observe, it's already being 53, it should have been, I think, 42 or 43. Because if you subtract, if you divide 309 by 736 times the 100, it will be 42 or 43. But then she was calling for 53. Then also a journalist asked her a question, said there were tension at the SKD last night. Can you tell us which political party that went to SKD last night at the tally center to disrupt the process? She doesn't know. The journalist, if you are a member of that political party, you should let us know. Then the journalist had to respond that I am a journalist. How were you aligning with a political party? You don't respond like that to people.
You need to go.
All right, let me call the number 0777-330133. No, I face a technical challenge here with the phone. That's the reason. Yeah, so line is open for now. You can call 0777-330133. That's the number to call this evening and form part of the discussion. So go ahead.
Thank you. So yeah, and part of the frustrating part is, she's not answering the questions.
Yeah.
And sometimes she's so combative too. With a journalist, and man, I wish I was on the ground. When I see as someone who is that combative, you bring questions that are combative.
Mr. Ngado, someone is on the line.
Yeah.
Hello? Hello?
You can't hear them. You got to speak up.
Wow, I left the line. So 0777-330133 is the line to call. So just go ahead. If I receive any call, I will notify you.
Okay. Thank you. Those of you who are joining us tonight, we have few minutes left. You can call in here at Talk TV Media Network. You can call the WhatsApp number. You can call the local number as well to give your input about the elections. If you are satisfied with the process so far, give us feedback. I want us before Samuel, let me pin you on this. FOIA. What do you think is going on with FOIA?
But I said,
let me take this person.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, your name and the place you are calling us from.
We can't hear them.
Please be audible. Well, Mr. Ngado, let me just work on the phone here. I'm facing the challenge. Let's just go ahead. Let me just work on it.
Yeah, do that. You can put the phone on the speaker. Put it on the speaker.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go to FOIA. With what's going on with FOIA? Dynamics. When you see all these numbers are
Hello.
coming so much, right, from other counties and stuff and districts, and then the hometown of Joseph Nyuma Boaka is underperforming. It's not living up to the expectation. What does that tell you?
Brother Sam, I am highly disappointed in my people. I didn't believe that the people of Foya would have gone against their own in these elections. If you see the votes that are coming from the southeast for President Weah and that of the son of Foya in the southeast, it will pain you that like today the 54,000 plus votes that were recorded from Lofa County. Out of the 54,000 plus votes, Ambassador Weah got 28,000. A majority of these votes came from Foya district. Salaye, Soso, Konya, Vonjama, Kwandu Bodi, Kulahun, Vahun, they voted for Joe Boakai. Why the house of Foya went against her own? Yesterday, I cannot believe this. We agree the CDC some cosmetic developments in Foya.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Your name, please. Wow.
My name is
Mr. Ngado, you getting him?
Hello.
No.
Yeah, go ahead. Are you there?
Yeah, what's up? My name is
He's not clear at all.
What they are carrying, what they are doing.
Okay, keep putting that volume up a little bit.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to say them that voting for Joseph in my podcast, yeah, I always tell people this. Not because he came from Lofa, but because of his brother. Who has to look up the party start. Because the party came from Lofa County. And Joseph Baja came from Lofa County. And those who voted against Joseph Baja and showing you that some of the people they were taking from Monrovia to Nigeria to Maestro from Ruan Corey and that of Kenya. They who support the movement because he is our father, also our uncle and our grandfather. Those that voted are not looking to be realistic. Because if they are looking, they cannot go into the look at why the Spanish people, the Roma people, the Spanish people, the Manico people, what they have done.
Wow.
Also, the deadline.
Let him make it brief.
Yeah. Yeah, others are on the line, sir. Just make it brief, sir.
Yeah. So I think you the monarchs are playing on the low here. Those that voted against the budget, they are not low here. They are people that from most of our country. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think,
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah, your name. Waka Van, please be audible.
All right. After I'm walking down at Damaru.
Go ahead.
Are you hearing me?
Go ahead, you are live.
All right. Man, I'm saying here because I hope you get about the God that is more concerned to us.
Wow. Serious challenge, my data just go down. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Your data finished? My man, you didn't call me Amazon and tell me to tell you data.
No, I just received a notification, sir. Yeah.
The same number I normally send it on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my ego. Yeah. 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 So
Are you there? He froze. It's gone. These guys will learn along the way. Yeah. You can't be getting on air and you don't have the time. He's frozen.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I think the last caller struck a point there where he said,
right. Yeah, let's go ahead and discuss that. I will send him. I'm sending him data right now.
He struck a point that some of the people that voted against Joe Barker in Foya are not from Foya. These were people that were struck during the voter registration. I agree on that. But I know there are some of our citizens that I personally know voted against Joe Barker. During the voter registration time, yes, Thomas Fala struck almost all of his students to Foya to register. And then most of them went and voted against Joe Boakai. But now our people in Foya have to share the blame.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. So, but do you think how much of a difference is that going to make really with the people that went there? Because a lot of people from Foya too that live in Monrovia that I know of went to register. They went to register to vote in Foya, and some other tribal people did that too. People from other counties and districts did that. You know,
like in my case, when I used to go back home to register and vote in Foya, I used to transport myself to come back. Unlike the other people, when they are going back home to go register, they allow politicians to carry them. Like Thomas Fala will carry you to Foya, then he will expect you to vote against the CDC. No, when the politician carry you for a purpose.
Right. That's a good point.
If you carry yourself, you're independent.
That's a very good point.
They allowed them to be trucked. I used to pay my way to go register. I pay my way to go and campaign and vote. So I don't have to wait for politicians to take me back home in my district or in my county to go and register. If you love your county, transport yourself, but don't allow politicians to truck you. So that what happened during the voter registration, not only from Morovia, people from Voyama, even as far as to Kulang, they went in district about in Guam. You know, if that is what happens. Thomas Fala did smartly.
Mm-hmm.
If the census, the outcome of the census was going to be good, the census were being used to do electoral demarcation before election. So meaning that most of the people that went to Foya to register, they went to Guam area to register, thinking that the census were going to come into play, that Foya are going to be cut into another half, so that Guam will have become an electoral district.
Right. Okay.
Because of the crisis in Leges, they couldn't do electoral demarcation before election. So that's how Foya remain one district. All of the politicians thought were that Foya were being divided into two.
You keep falling back too, slowly.
Okay. You hear me now? I said,
yeah.
From the onset.
So someone is saying the fan. You might want to turn the fan. The fan behind you is distracting.
Oh, okay.
It's causing you to break in, probably. Yeah.
Let me get it out.
Yeah. You know, our viewers are very, very observing. They watch. I like that. You know.
I turn it off. I'm saying, I said, if the census result is going to be fruitful, it will have been used to do electoral demarcation before the election, meaning they will have reapportioned the electoral districts. In that means, Foya will have another district from the Guam side, and portions of Kulang were being added to Guam and given an electoral district. So most of those people that were taken from Morovia to Foya, they were asked to register in the Guam clan. So that just in case of any electoral demarcation, Guam will have become an electoral district. So if you look at the result of the just ended election in Foya, majority of the votes that came against Joe Barker came from the Guam belt.
Wow.
And then people were taken from Voyama, people were taken from Kulang, and they were carried straight to Guam and register. If you check the result from Foya, majority, 90% of the vote that went against Joe Barker came from the Guam belt or the clan.
Yeah, I mean that's a really good analysis, Richie. I think for me, the whole thing about it, I mean, let's be honest. If people want to vote for whoever they want, I would. So first of all, we're not saying for our citizens should vote for Joseph Barker. I think some of the analogy we're making is just like how surprising it is that his own people like thinking about the opportunities and all of that. But we're not saying we think people are free-minded. This Liberia, not because you speak Kisi, somebody's Kisi running for office, so you should vote for that person. However, one of the things I hear from people about Thomas Fala is that, yeah, Thomas Fala is bringing development. He's doing this, he's doing that. I think that question hasn't been really answered. People haven't thought carefully about Thomas Fala's strategy. I think it'll be interesting to see after this election if the CDC government's out of power.
Right.
Will Thomas Fala continue to do those things? Because I think FOIA became important to the CDC government because.
But do you guys think the way he's going to win? He's going to be if he becomes the next representative. The working abilities and cordial working ability between he and Ome Bwaka. If Ome Bwaka, I'm assuming I'm giving you all my own probability now. Proposal. Let's assume Ome Bwaka becomes president. He becomes the next representative for Foya district. With all the rigmarole that's been taking place, do you think the two of them can work together to develop Foya, to get Foya to what it ought to be?
So, I mean, someone will take this last, but I think I'll just started from. So, from what I know, I don't know Thomas Fala too well.
Likewise, me.
I know a little bit about Ome Bwaka. Ome Bwaka has been somebody that has been called consensus builder, and also as an elderly statesman, I think it's imperative that he continue to do that. So I don't foresee any reason why he would want to, because he already made some big promises. Remember, he said if he wins, Foya gonna get quota.
That's where they will start the quota.
Yeah, so he knows that that's him. So I don't think, I mean, politically, or even like thinking about his people, if somebody cares, who really cares for the people, that would be something he would not allow like someone like Thomas Fala to come in his way. I don't know Thomas Fala, but what I can say is, what are the CDC? I think the question is, what are the CDC will allow him to work with Ome Bwaka for Ome Bwaka to be successful? Because when Ome Bwaka is successful in FOIA, like he delivered on that promise, most of the credit goes to the president, not the representative. So I think it's the other. I would look at it the other way around, but I'm curious to hear, from Richard what he thinks.
This is what will happen in FOIA. Most of the cosmetic projects that were taken to FOIA, they were not budgeted. If you look at the town hall, if you go to the Ministry of Finance at the town hall, they pay in FOIA, there is no record for it. If you look at the road, the quota, concrete pavement in FOIA, there is no record through government. When the concrete pavement started, they said it was the sons and daughters of FOIA that were doing the project. The people were even raising money. I remember through mobile money, I made a contribution of $25 US. From the beginning, they said sons and daughters of FOIA are embarking on a road pavement project. We didn't know that it would have been, otherwise.
One person's going in one person's favor.
So, yes. So, I mean, later
and that play out for him too.
Oh, yeah, it play out. So this is why some of us and other stakeholders of the district step aside. You see, politicians, they will come around you if they need something from you. All on, I live in Monserrado and that of Lufard. It was only one time in my life that two times in my life that I interacted with Thomas Fala. When we were at the University of Liberia, the sons and daughters of FOIA that always used to visit us at the FOIA University Student Association Scholarship Fund Draft used to be the late Representative Eugene Falakpaka, former Vice President Joe Boakai, former Defense Minister Brani Samuka, the late Moses Tadampoli, Representative Richie Sagbori, I think he represented District 5 or 4 in Magibi. These were the people that identified with us. One day, I can't remember, I stand to be corrected, I can't remember seeing Representative Thomas Fala or Senator Sir Joseph attending the FOIA University Student Association Scholarship Fund Draft. But Thomas Fala started coming closer to the Kisi community in Morovia when this vacancy was created for the by-election in 2020, the election that Thomas Fala contested in. So we were called for a meeting at his residence in Johnsonville. I think Johnsonville. We went there for a meeting, like minds, people, former student leaders. And then in the meeting, he said he want the young guys from Fuya that are in Morovia to be together. Let us be united. Let's support one another in every political endeavor. Not knowing he had intention of contesting the senatorial election. I know a few of my guys, I can even call their name, we're all in the meeting together. So after the meeting, I took from my call. I said to my comrade, I said, look, it's very unusual for politicians that we haven't been seeing around us for so many years to call us now. His call today has a political motive. And then my comrade told me, he said, yes, Samuel, you are right. There is something behind it. So the next meeting now, he declares intention that he wants to contest the senatorial election in 2020. So we should gather now support from him in Morovia from our Kisi people. So when we left from there, I told the head of the committee, I said, no, I cannot be part of this. You don't want to call me when you need me. When we were in the student community, you were a certain representative.
Isn't that what politicians? That's just typical of politicians, though. You all got to know that, though.
Yeah, but
politicians will only come around you when they need you.
But some people will not know that. Some people will not know that, and I do not fall prey for that. In my dry in peace, than for me to eat gravy in tears. So
that's the ABCs of politics.
So
if I know you have deep pockets like you, Samalo, and I'm running for political office, man, I will come. I will start befriending you, man.
So that is what happened. So everybody went their way. Those that wanted to support in 2020, they supported in what they said. The high started going back to Foya. 2005 we didn't see Tiva in Foya. 2011 we didn't see Tiva in Foya. 2017 we didn't see Tiva in Foya. They won the presidency. Thomas Farah started going to Foya. I told somebody, I said the next thing Thomas Farah will go to Foya to retire. And you see what happened now? He gone back home to retire. And we build that those that build him to reach that far. Tomorrow they should stand strong to remove that man, because in politics, when somebody is financially potent, to get them out of power, you should be very, very strong. So all those that supported him, some of them even have political ambition for 2029. They'll be knowing to them that it will be a challenge to them. Like Honorable Kamba. Honorable Kamba took Tifa to Foya. He was the one who took Tifa to Foya, with the hope that Tifa would have supported him to go against Representative Numale in this just ended elections. But Tifa went to Foya, he saw Foya as a virgin land. So Thomas Farah developed the play for himself. So Superintendent Kamba couldn't see a way.
You make a good point, but one thing I know though, in running government, in being in government, it's never forever. There's time for everybody. Who could believe right now? Who could believe that with the numbers that we looked at tonight, our president will be a one-time president? Who will believe that? From the numbers we're looking at. And the very Foya, I only got one person, right? I read this last night. This is from Senga. I mean, not George Weah, UP did well from Senga, because they have 4 polling stations in Senga. Polling station number 1, CDC had 91 votes and UP 264. Right? Polling station number 2, CDC 92, UP 246. Polling station number 3, CDC 43, UP 230. Polling station number 4, CDC 60, UP 224. This is at the presidential level. So the grand total for that, CDC had 286 and UP had 964. This is just in one village, Senga.
I know Senga, you're talking about self there in 2017 as supervisor in the election. These areas are in the rank quality.
So what I'm thinking is, when we get the full data that is going to come out of Foya, it will tell us a lot. Let's not conclude yet on Foya.
Brother Sam.
Right.
Brother Sam, I have been participating in elections in Foya. I will tell you, agree with me tomorrow, that majority of the votes that George Weah got, or George Weah is getting in Foya from the one belt, the Senga area you call it, is in Rankoli. It's in Rankoli. But if you go to WAM, or those polling stations in Poloma, if you see one vote from there for CDC, I mean, you get to be convinced.
Before we close, guys, I got an anonymous letter that came in. Right, I will put it on the screen. I want to read it. It's from what the Tabra, one of the CDC chat rooms, right? I'll put it up, and I don't know how true it is, but it's very interesting. And looking at the numbers and stuff, let me put it up. This is a militant, a member of CDC, saying this. I don't know if you guys can. Let me read it from my end here.
Yeah, that would be good.
It says, dear esteemed citizens and fellow citizens of Liberia, as we navigate through the critical moment in our nation's history, I urge each and every one of you to set aside partisan allegiances and embrace your sense of logic and reasoning. It is time for us to transcend beyond our affiliations and come together as one people, one nation for the common good. I implore all citizens to remove your berets and engage in inductive and deductive reasoning. Let us assess the numbers with a discerning eye, devoid of any vague sentiments. Here is an analytical breakdown of the elections. 1. George Manawia secured Southeast Liberia with 229,517 votes, while JMB triumphed in Nimba with 307,254 votes. The point of reasoning is that the victory in Nimba nullifies the large-scale votes cast in Southeast Liberia, thus creating a significant shift. Number 2, George Weah marginally leads in Grand Bassa with 158,463 votes, followed by JMB's slight lead in Margibi with 185,301 votes. The point of reasoning is that the votes in Margibi balance out the lead in Grand Bassa, creating a shift, right? Number 3, George Manawia leads in River Cess with 39,941 votes, while JMB leads in Bumi with 63,112 votes. The point of reasoning is that the lead in Bumi cancels out that of River Cess with a major shift. You following?
Yes.
Number 4, JMB leads 86,529 votes in Grand Cape Man with no counter from George Manawia. Number 5, JMB also leads with no counter from George Manawia in Bapolo with 50,615. Number 6, JMB is a front runner in Bon with 234,787 votes, no counter from George Manawia. Number 7, JMB takes the lead in Lofa with 177,129, no counter from George Manawia. JMB emerges victorious in 13 out of 17 districts, amassing 901,162 votes, no counter from George Manawia. Based on this analysis, it is evident that George Manawia has lost the election. I urge all citizens to accept the reality and exercise civility in their conduct. Disrupting the collation process is a manifestation of gangsterism, a behavior that we should vehemently condemn. And the rest of the stuff, whatever he had to say down there. This came from a CDC chat room. What do you guys make of that?
So first of all, I'm going to look at it from the perspective of data statistician. I think he got a lot of data wrong, but I mean the point I get the point he's trying to make here. So I think the overall point is like, yeah, the numbers are not on the side of CDC right now. Mm-hmm. And we talk about this elections. The question is not about this election is going to be. It's not about when it's not about George Weah losing the election. It's just like when he will lose it. Is he going to lose it in the first round or the second round? Because I do think even if there's a second round, Joe Barker will win this thing big time. Because you're thinking about everything he's claiming from Lofa, you think about everything he's going to clear from Nimba. So there's not going to be a tier 1 Gonglo in the race in
right.
Nimba.
There will not be any. What's his name? The guy who's stealing all the.
Yeah, Appleton.
There will be no Appleton. Where did Appleton guy come from? Nobody knows.
there will be no more unknowing soldier.
Yeah. So, but
that's the name. That's the name we need to give him. Unknown soldier.
Yeah. So that was so. It's not about. It's like it's like saying this person. I mean, God forbid somebody is going to die. Just about the matter of when the person. So that's the same thing. Like, yeah. I mean, he's going to lose the election, but it's just about what it could be in the first round, the second round. I think.
But you know what I would believe if they were to go. This is all probability. If they were to go to the second round, the Liberian people will be more mad to send a strong, loud resounding.
It will be bloody.
Yeah. Yeah. They will say, okay, this one, he didn't hear it. They want to manipulate this thing. Now we come and teach them the real sense.
And you see, if the election will go for a runoff election, it will not be like in the case of 2017, where you have to run behind Councillor Bromskin, where you have to run behind
the opposition parties to join forces.
Where you have to run behind Prince Johnson. Nowhere to go. They see faces because Prince Johnson, everybody there. You understand? Cummings is not a factor. Will not be a factor in the second round.
Samuel, you raised a point that is also interesting. So somebody and I were having this conversation about Cummings. Even on the show, you guys can tell I've been like the Cummings whisperer. I've been saying this guy, because I had like high expectation in Cummings. So we're talking about it, and then somebody was like, Cummings is going to be one of the guys on the second round. He calls you like, hey man, I'm trying to endorse you, and the people are like, no, thank you, good. I don't want you to trust me. So just here we are not here endorsement.
Yeah.
It was funny that the person got that.
So you see, so the runoff election, I mean, you don't have too much fun looking for people to endorse you. No, nobody will not be running after Cummings. Even a Appeton guy that's getting 400, 300. I mean, he will not be a factor in the runoff election. So the runoff, it will be more bloody to George Weah than the first round. It will be, I mean, the anger will be the people. So you refuse to die, would you kill you one for all?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that's why it looks like.
Yeah,
but from all indications, it's hard to believe that they will go to second round.
I still have that belief.
From all indications,
it's
it will be, and on top of that too, if these guys, the way they're manipulating everything, the way they're trying to fight in everything to see how they can manipulate the vote, the Liberian people will be too mad, and they might take up to the streets to protest.
Because I mean,
that the elections were rigged.
The thing here is,
if
CDC that we know, if they were comfortably leading, even from their tally sheets.
Oh yes,
we have seen that action of celebration from them.
CDC was in the lead, and they know that.
But think about this: election night. The first thing I got from CDC, somebody who's connected in the CDC chat room, the first message they sent over to me from the chat room was a screenshot of a message saying, "We are winning in Foya. We are up in Foya." That was the first thing. So think about it. If they were ahead, can you imagine that? I mean, so no matter what how to say, even if there's a second round, just allocating the counties. Even in the second round, you reallocate the counties. You give them, let's say, assuming they win Bong.
And like, I mean, Kofi, like in the case of Bombi, Edwin Snow was supporting the CDC. The anger was in the people. Even the candidates that Edwin Snow supported in Bombi, they beat all of them.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
And to you have to take into consideration the factors that affected George Weah so bad. This issue of drugs in the country, the Zoko, this Kush thing, the 100 million, the killing, the secret killings that have taken place so much and no justice, right? All of that.
The unpaid salaries for the civil servants.
The lack of accountability in government. But yeah, you see lavish spendings going on. Expensive trips, presidential trips taking place. The people, Liberian people are not stupid, but they're struggling. And the only thing they tell them is we'll pay your children to school fee.
But
then
they,
you look
but
at
they,
the
but they also
harmonization.
harmonize their salary. They harmonize their
Yes.
salary.
But
Therefore,
who would send their child to school from ABC to 12 year? You not afford $60 to pay YF fees.
right, those 4 items right there, and then coupled with you heading into election, the interest rate, the exchange rate has gone sky high. You know, no money in the banks. Everybody all taking the money, they're sleeping with it under their pillows, under their beds. All of those scenarios. And then now you see the Liberian people say, we will do this ourselves. We will walk in the rain to rally. We will take our little money there that we have and support this campaign. That's community grassroots organizing that was going on. And something that we observe here in America with Barack Obama.
Yeah.
That led him to winning the election. You can't, when you see that kind of wave coming towards you, it's hard. You can't stand it.
It's hard.
The people are angry. The people are resolved.
Do we want the campaign
trails? Money and bag of rice? It's like, keep your bag. We'll take your bag and eat it.
Imagine one of the campaign trails. The president was sitting there, and then finance minister was brave, telling the president, he said, "Mr. President, I was with the LEC big man last night. He told me that I should inform you. Liberia is not exporting electricity to Ivory Coast." Realize that. Monrovia people don't have electricity. Campaign trails, you lie like that to the president. He himself was there clapping.
I mean,
like supply electricity to Ivory Coast. You know
and Bummy, when he said, "Y'all shut up, you're not a citizen. The we actions will vote for me."
That's the arrogance I was going to highlight. The arrogance in Bong, he goes there and tell the people like, "Why y'all need rescue? Y'all already enjoying your life is better. Why you need rescue for?"
It's living out of the reality.
Living out of that reality. I think they just thought the people were not listening or so. Because there are leaders I've seen go. I think the place that reality really took and touched President Weah when he went into the Southeast, his own people. When he saw their response, that's how he started talking about like, oh, the reason why I didn't build these roads because Joe Barker didn't negotiate them better. It was raining. The rain was too much. All of those things. What you want me to do? People been here since 1847 didn't build the road. So he realized the reality that some of the things he could see around Monrovia,
other countries,
that the people were not even buying it.
What do you guys think about the EU report? In one of that report, they recommended that they wish that the Liberian government would consider having elections during the dry season instead of rainy season.
I've always said that.
Me too, man. That is the best. And you do a lot of campaigning.
And the government will also spend less for transporting
for real
materials.
The people were tired with 100 plus EU observers. They were fed up and tired traveling. And some part of rivers, I think, Grand Crew, they could not get there. Maryland. They said we wish the Liberian government will move the elections in the dry season.
Then in one of the EU report, I think it was stated there that the government used, taxpayers' money during the campaign to get undue, and support, something like that. They say in one of the report.
And if I were a lawmaker being elected, this one I just talked about, I will pursue it. I will pursue it in a house.
And then also,
you will get majority, a lot of supporters because everybody, whether you government official, you're feeling the pinch.
Yep.
When it comes to rainy season, it just makes sense.
Another one that if we get through with changing it to dry season, also, imagine you have election in October. Inauguration is January. You have almost 2 months.
Yeah.
Like Sierra Leone, when the people have their election. The result,
that time, because that 2 months, like if to say they pronounce JMB as winner, he won't be inaugurated until January.
January.
So what happens is George Weah is still running. You're giving them
November and December.
Yeah, I would differ with you guys on that a little bit. I think that the transitional period is very crucial because I think sometimes I mean,
I mean, what made it take crucial at the beginning when even you get in a long time when they kind of take over, they're not turning anything.
No, I get the point.
You're entering an empty office and I'm counting anything to you.
That's true.
In America, you should say that one. But in America, we don't wait that long for transitioning.
No, but Sam, what I'm saying is those boys once they know the result coming, that night you're announcing the result, they finish screwing all the chairs from the office.
Yeah, but laptops, everything.
Yeah.
Imagine stealing laptop from your office.
But the point I'm trying to make about that transition
and let me hold you. Not only with that time frame give me chance to clear it will give me chance to find ways where to go hide it, where you'll never find it.
Okay.
That's what it will do.
No, but I think the point I'm coming from is like thinking about the incoming, administration, giving them chance to really play all of those things. And it'll be interesting, like at the end of the result, to just, at the end of it, like let's say somebody like JMB wins. The challenge in Liberia is so enormous. It's like, where do you start? How do you? Because right now you're going to be strategic. No money. It's like think about it. The boss will loot the country. The country is already done. It would be like in 2005 or 2006 when Ellen took over. It would be something similar. So how can you be that strategic to look for certain things? First of all, look at the payroll. The payroll there, the guys came in, they put more people on the payroll. Split the government payroll, harmonize people's salary. The question is, what do? Do you get all of those people off the payroll, or do you keep them? Now, I think the thing there is you have to keep them because at least most of them, especially those who are competent,
right?
But now you have to do reallocation. You have to think about, okay, how do I reallocate them to make them more efficient? Because these guys hire more people. Someone was telling me that certain government offices, they can tell you, you come to work on Monday and then don't come back again on Wednesday because no chair for you. So thinking about how do you reallocate those people so that you can get the best out of them? Because by you just laying off all of those people are also going to have a significant impact on the economy. So you think about, so basically you have to think about what, and sometimes getting those people to be efficient will require some kind of training. You need to think about the rules, especially for GMB. He talks about rules. You're not going to get money to start building multi-million dollars rules, or even when you start the negotiation, it's going to take months. But within that few months, how do you plan to make sure that all of the rules are pliable? What strategy? At Sam, you and I will talk about this thing, how GMB went to Lo-Fi. We never saw the picture of him pushing the car. Right? And we saw the picture. So you need to know your area. Okay, which area of the road is bad? What intervention can be put in place there to make that road pliable during the rainy season and all of those things?
Right.
As we negotiate for some of these things. What happened to the CDC government when the guys came in? Look, guys, they not even have a plan. And when they came in, they saw the thing. In fact, they thought it was like everything was going to be easy. In fact, they thought the country money was coming. They say, Ellen, the way Ellen used to bring the money, how the money coming. The little thing that was there, they said, let's put that in our pocket. Let's settle ourselves.
Resettlement benefit.
On the reality, I think Sam, I told you the story about how they withdrew from negotiation with the World Bank. They withdrew from negotiation with the IMF, and then later they had to come back. But one last point I want to make, something that was weird, one of the most salient things they did was the road between, I think, was that Ganta and Tapeta, the one they're trying to connect the fish town in Nima, trying to connect Nima.
Yeah, Tapeta River G.
Yeah, Tapeta River G. The World Bank negotiated and got like over 200 million. So the government on the part was $77 million to find that money, and then that whole region was going to be connected. This government came, it was Ellen government who negotiated that with the World Bank. This government came in, they withdrew from that. The money that was there in that fund, the World Bank allocated it to another country.
Yeah, see that?
Yeah.
Simply because they didn't want to be held accountable
For their
responsibility.
Yes, the thing they say you look at Rawafi Highway, the road is good. Rawafi, it was not the best road, but that road was pliable. It was great. That road, the initial cost when Eleanor was trying to do that road, it was something that was supposed to be around 60 to 80 million. Now they are doing it for 120 million. And the government is financing it because they wanted to be corrupt. If they had just taken that 120 million, taking 70 million, putting it into the southeastern road, and taking the balance 50 million, putting it into local road. Think about how much road they would have built.
Yeah.
So you just have to be strategic. When you come into power, you have to be very, very strategic.
You have to come with your plans.
And part of that strategy is getting the right brains, the right minds, surrounded by the right kind of people that are able to look you in the eye and tell you, Mr. President, this road we're taking is not a good road. I think it'll be more pragmatic for us to go this way. Let's do this. We are operating on a very limited budget. There's so much deficit or whatsoever. In fact, there was not deficit. There was no deficit. With $150 million left in the coffers of the government, there was something. There were other concessions signed, to implement. They were there. They could have jumpstart something to get it going, But surrounding yourself with the right, brand, and not just someone that will say, "I will say to you, say all." I will say, yeah, just pleasing you. You will never function. You will never be a good leader if you have everybody just telling you what you want to hear.
Yeah.
The people got in power before they developed the proper agenda. Can you imagine that? They don't know what you do. They know how to do.
So that's it, guys. Let's take it out. Let's get out of here. It's been 2 hours, 35 minutes show. What y'all got going on tomorrow, folks?
Well, I'm hoping that the next website it gets stable tonight, because I want to show a breakdown. Send you a breakdown.
I don't know for you. I got to pull up from mine.
Okay, great. So I want to pull it. I want to do a breakdown of the districts. Those districts for each county, especially for the battlegrounds counties, to go into the district so that we can see. I think we need to look at the numbers there. I know gradually we're fighting to predict. Like when we say Muscle Riley is more likely to go for JMB, so that we can see some patterns in the data that we can say, okay, based on this data, that's why we see.
Yeah, I pull it up. Like I check the senatorial, like Lofa County, the senatorial right now.
Okay.
Independent Moses Saros is sitting comfortably with 29,171.
Yeah, no, he won already. The people back home have the tally sheet. He won. People were celebrating today. Moses Saros.
Yeah. So that's why I will be working on tomorrow, and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can kick on it for maybe Monday tomorrow.
Tomorrow
we do have the gospel hour, the gospel show.
Yeah.
If we see anything, if anything comes up tomorrow that's surprising, I probably will hit you up so we can do it 1 hour. You guys.
No, I'm even hoping that I can see Samuel today.
Huh?
I'm hoping that if time permits me, I want to take a drive to see Samuel.
Oh, you guys are close, huh?
Yeah,
I'm down in LA. I'm in Southern California right now. I left from.
Wow.
He's 3 hours away from me.
This guy just traveling, man. He just came from Florida. He on this side. My man, you see why it means to be single? The young ladies are watching. I got my single brother, yo. So if I will not expose your name anymore, they will not see it.
Brother Sam, it has been over 20 years. My God and myself have been seeing one.
My man, we'll tell that one behind the scene. We can't tell our business on the national scene. We gotta let our people go. So, but before I let them go, before I get this song here, I get a good song here for our people. I gotta play it. Folks, so thank you very, very much for being patient, for being with us and joining us tonight for the show. Don't go enjoy this song, especially you ladies that are watching this. You will love this song because you'll like money.
Weekend.
Yes, y'all like it. So we'll play it. We'll play the song.
You see Kofi enjoying a weekend in LA?
Okay, do 5 things for your wife. If you want your wife to respect you, do 5 things for your wife. Oh yeah, number 1, always give your wife money. Number 2, don't forget to give her money. Number 3, okay, keep giving her money. Number 4, don't go out without giving money. Number 5, if the money finish, go and borrow money. If you don't get money, don't follow woman. Women, if you want your husband to be the best, listen to me. Any woman will go do this one, your husband will love you till he die. If you want to get the best husband, do 2 things for your man. Men, we know they're greedy. Now 2 things we want for marriage. Number 1, don't ever love your husband. na mad woman. Nine they love a man. No woman can ever love a man. Na man get right to love woman. Even inside Bible, he did here. That's why Bible tell man to say, he say, man, love your wife. Papa Bishop, she no be so. You don't say, woman, love your husband. You say, man, love your wife. Your food, you need to make us joy. You will know who pass you. Caring, we don't need. He need to put money for our pockets. The thing where man need, give your man respect. Respect your husband. If he say sit down, madam sit down. If he say run, madam they run. If he say disappear, madam disappear. The second thing you go do for man, that one go make man increase. Any woman will do this one, your husband go love you till he die. Avoid our phone, oh. You dey hear me? Leave our phone alone, oh. Don't be your papa buy the phone. Leave our phone for us. Before thunder, go fire you. That thing where you find for the phone, I swear, it dey inside. And if you see him, now you go cry. If you cry finish, you go your papa. If I'm making sense, clap for me now. I have a little something.